Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. They're ready to get started here. I might have forgotten something. I tend to on days like this especially. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot Third Strike Action. My name is David. You are playing 3S today. PS4 30th anniversary collection. Boy, yesterday was quite shaky for our tournament, man. Lots of bugs. Like I said yesterday, I felt like it couldn't have been any worse on Steam. All the fucking bugs we had yesterday. Something about tournament nights make the bugs more prevalent. Who's playing tonight, guys? Should I make a private lobby? I'll make a private lobby at first. And invite guys who are in the Twitch chat. If you guys want to play, that is. Let's see here. Who's online? Ben Breezy's on OE. Strife, very gracious to invite me, Strife. But this man's connection is quite shifty lately. Cleophas. There's Strife. Salty, I know he wants to play. Dude, you need to DDT at least one person tonight. I'll do it for you, Mr. Pillowfortever, but I hate that fucking button. Thanks for the follow, Earn2H8. You've been a pleasure to have in the chat the last few nights. Oh my god. Yo, Everdred? Who am I going to fight Everdred with? I guess I'm going to go with... Alex, I guess. No. I'm going to go with Ryu. Let's go with Alex.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
Hey, hello, we got spot left to tech. Get some games with Everdred. That'd be sick. I'd love to see how you guys fare.
Are you ready? Go.
Whoa, sick poke. Makes sense. Had a big uppercut there. No, you son of a gun! How dare you! Oh, fuck. Oh, I want that! Oh my god! Yeah, my meter. My meter!
Engage.
Yeah, let's get some meter here. Let him do his Remy thing for a second. Fuck. Makes sense. Want a super if I didn't get it. Now he knows I want it. Ooh! Oh! It didn't cost me meter though. I went for the EX stomp. Like I saw a stomp start. That's weird. Maybe I missed EX.
Go for it.
Ooh, that's fast. Ooh, what a bait! That's my super. I'd fucking tech that grab, man. Ooh, where's my parry? Yo, good game. How's up here goes? Yeah, let me invite Tech. Oh, Tech's already in. Private lobbies. Okay. I did pretty good. But what did I learn from that? Well, I jumped more than I would normally jump against Remy. It worked out surprisingly well. Empty jumps. You know, I was going for parries and stuff for the first time, like, ever. He didn't never actually give me an anti-air to parry, but I wasn't jumping in a good spot for him to anti-air either, which, you know, I didn't realize there were spots like that right there, right? I mean, I can hit by the LOV, that's about it, though. LOVs don't do any damage, so I can kind of jump at that spacing. I mean, yeah, he can anti-air me with his little you know, super far range. I think it's probably his standing medium punch or something. But, again, it doesn't get a lot of damage off that. As long as I'm not in his, you know, his flip kick spacing, his flash kick. Yeah, I gotta build more meteor right kill. I need to be more patient sometimes, because I was out of meters there quite a lot. In that first round especially. I got lucky and won that first round, but I could have been a lot more comfortable with meter. Look, Cornelius, what's so bled, dude? Major EX moves for damage and closing the distance. Yeah, I also need to keep in mind, like Kyo taught me, LOVs do no damage. LOVs do no damage. Like, it's surprising, if you actually look at it, it's surprising, they like, psychologically, they seem like they hurt. Because they kind of pin you down a little bit, but they don't do any damage, even on hit. Look at that damage, nothing. That's Yang. Yang's with a tiny little health bar. So I can probably, like, EX slash elbow in, and if I hit by an LOV, no big deal. I lost some of my meter, but I didn't take any damage. LOV stands for Light of Virtue, that's his sonic booms.
You win.
Kurnaus is kind of stealthy because he's not good at 3S, huh? What happened, Kurnaus? Also, every time I play on Fightcade, I start hating this platform more and more. It's a tough platform, but every platform has its shortcomings. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend playing on Fightcade if you could avoid it. Yeah, the hit confirm, yeah. I think Remy's hit confirm is my favorite in the game. Something about them, the way that they look. Like, whenever he confirms his knee or you await into super, it's like the sickest shit of all time to me.
Prepare to strike. Now.
This is gonna be a fun fight, I hope. I'm not sure how much Tech Plug has been playing lately, but I do admire his Dudley. And I definitely admire Everdred's Remy. Yeah, those are the LOVs right there. The Lights of Virtue, it's his Sonic Boot. You don't like Remy at all here, Goes? I kind of like Remy. I like a lot of characters in this game, though. Get some food, Salty Face. I imagine you're going to leave the lobby in that case. Not even the fact that he's an SNK reference, huh? I think I've heard that before. Cycle Stev's online. I'd like to see him fight Everdred. Yo, I'm so glad Everdred's on PS4, dude. Can you imagine having Everdred in the Jazzy tournament? Wow, that really fucking hit from that far away? Unbelievable. So he's supposed to be Iori, huh? That was weird. It's been happening a lot lately, the weird crossovers. They don't actually cross over. Sick combo. Dropped it, no punish though. He's able to recover in time. Yeah, surprisingly good range card now. I'm surprised it actually hit as far as it did. Pretty tough round here for Everdred. Oh, that might have been 2 for now. That might have been 2. Maybe pressed a button. What's Yang's playstyle? Just straight up offense? Yes. It's rush down, essentially, kind of. You can also play a little bit, you know, footsies. It's not really rush down because he's not just in your face pressing light buttons. It's more like spacing pressure. I want to invite somebody else here. It's like Stev's online. Who else is online? Can you guys imagine Frankie fighting Everdred? Sneak's online. I'm gonna invite Cycle Stev. Oh, Joe's playing. Okay, I'm gonna invite Cycle Stev first. I know him a lot better. Got the rematch here. Hey, look, Eat. Flights book Michigan Masters. See you nasty fucks there. Let's go, Eat. Let's go. He said that Rickson helped you find a place to stay, huh? I keep holding back and play defense. I'm the same way. And I play a character that's also very offense-driven, so I know that struggle. But one thing that Alex has that Yang does not have is a large health bar to play defense with. And again, I do feel like playing Alex defensively is probably the worst way to play him, and I still play him that way. I'm trying to get better about that, trying to find a better balance. I don't want to be as aggressive as some Alexes I see, but I do want to find a better balance. That being said, I play defense with an offensive character, but Alex has so much health, and Yang has none. So I really feel like you can't really play Yang that way. And his buttons aren't designed to work that way. You know, I feel like he doesn't really have the best anti-airs in the world for one thing.
Into the heat of battle. Go for
You
it.
really gotta get in there and get that Mantis Slash. I wish, you know, everybody has to play their own style, Salty Face, but you know what I wish? I wish you would look at your entire game's revolving around the Mantis Slash. Right? When I fight Yang, that seems to be what it's all about. The Mantis Slash where it gets a lot of his damage and a lot of his stun, which is so important for Yang. You gotta think about, you know, getting the space for that Mantis Slash, getting the space for your low forward in the Mantis Slash, getting that dive kick in the Mantis Slash. That's really what Yang's all about. That's why some people think he's kind of lame. Because, you know, compared to some other characters in the game that are strong, he's not that flexible. He doesn't really have as much creativity because he's so much based around the Mantis Slash. Yeah, Rick is the homie, man. Rick is so sick. Which character is good for defense style? Yeah, Goki, although he's kind of hard to play. Chun-Li, obviously. She's got many styles, though, especially defense. Ken, yeah, pretty good. Urien? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, defense isn't super strong in third strike, let me put it that way. I love defense, and the problem I have with this game, you know, learning it over the past couple of years, is that defense is not that strong. So, characters that play defensively typically are lower tier, like Q is kind of a defensive character. Remy, very much runaway. Oro, kind of runaway, if that's what you describe defense. Again, Chun-Li, Remy, Oro, runaway characters. Nice. Defense characters are all characters. If you don't have defense, you ain't got shit. Yeah, I think that what Salty Face is asking though is, you know, if I want to play with a heavy emphasis on defense compared to my offense, who's good to play as? I'm not sure how many characters there are like that in this game's roster that are any good. You do have to strike a balance between offense and defense. But Remy, but the characters like, so basically Yang has a very small health bar. You mentioned that yesterday, Salty Face. Yang has a very small health bar. Characters like that typically can't play defense. They pretty much have to get their offense going. Yeah, mid slash and repeat is pretty much how Yang plays. And again, some people do think it's lame, but that's just the way he plays. He's got a very powerful tool in the Mantis Slash. If I had a tool that powerful, I could see how I would probably use it a lot as well. Oh wow. Nice combo. You know you can do that. I deserve that. I'm starting to realize I like to do that. Oof, I went for the EX uppercut. Even if I'd got it, it wouldn't have worked. Yo, enjoy your Apex, Eat. Yeah, defense comes in many forms in this game. Sometimes that's offense, right? It's true what they say. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense. Or otherwise, it's the other way around. Sick! I didn't know you could do it from that far away. Ooh! I tried to jab him out of his dash-up grab. Too slow to react. I don't think of it as being cheap, Salty Face. Think of it as a way to learn spacing. I think that Yang is is a great character to learn spacing and footsies with, because he gets a high reward for it. Think of it, it's very important to your fundamentals to learn how to do that, right? I want you to, instead of looking at it as being cheap, look at your Mantis Slash as being a way for you to figure out how far Mantis Slash hits. Hit it around max spacing. Hit your low forward around max spacing. That's your crouching medium kick. This is a great fox. Yes, really, this is Everdred. I'm not sure if you're unfamiliar with Everdred. He's considered to be, one of the stronger Remys in the US, maybe the strongest. There's not a lot of Remy action in the US. But his Remy's pretty impressive. I do feel like he's getting used to the PS4 timing a little bit. Ooh. Wow. Missed a parry on the rose because the rose was at his feet. How you doing, Gray Fox? Welcome aboard. Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, because that really is. That's why I say that, you know, Remy is, excuse me, Yang is like a, he's like a spacing pressure character. Look at that partitioning right there. He's not really rushed down per se, but he is a spacing pressure character. He's well rewarded for spacing his buttons correctly. That's his low medium kick and his mantis slash. They basically have the same reach, and it makes your opponent guess high or low at that spacing. If you can get into that spot, you can get away with a lot of bullshit, which is what you want to do. Yang and Dudley are, in my opinion, the best competitively viable characters for newer players due to their very simple game plan and reliance on fundamentals. Makes sense to me, Kernos. I like that way of thinking. I think that, you know, I agree with people say that Ken is a strong character to start with, but I also do think that he gets rewarded for a lot of bullshit, right, compared to other characters in the game. And that can be kind of a hard way to learn sometimes. On the one hand, you have more leeway for a beginner, which is great, and you have, you know, you have fundamentals, of course, but he is rewarded for things that would be bad behavior for other characters. That's how I feel about Chun-Li, too. Master one move instead of master of none, yeah. Tech Bug is on fire. Do you know if a raspberry-based machine can be set in dual screen? I find them kind of hard to play. I don't know. I don't know, Gray Fox, because they only have one video output, right? How did Wax get in? But it's gonna be fun. I think Wax has got a good connection. He's a pretty strong player. But I didn't invite him.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Let's fight. Like
Young's first matchup is Chun.
go for it.
Was it versus Will? Yeah, I noticed that versus, yeah. Yeah, I kind of knew that, but I'm not totally sure how it works yet. Oof. Oh no! How did he against Ryu?
You win.
I noticed that versus Will. People can jump in and into private lobbies, but when I try it, I can't seem to do it. I think you have to be in the middle of a fight for it to work or something. Yeah, Chun only struggles versus Chun. Yeah, and there's no private lobbies, Sakil, you're right.
Well, I got the picture.
Oh, Wax is playing Chun-Li.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for it.
I thought Wax played Yun for some reason.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I would taunt, but I don't know this guy, so I'm not gonna do that.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Don't do that. Oh my god. Don't do that either. The whiff punish, dude. I learned that from Krim.
Final round. Now.
Oh my god. Don't pick Chun against me, dude, please.
You win.
Please don't. This is Third Strike, yo, the Chun mirror. Now we're playing real Third Strike. Please don't whiff Standing Fierce. I beg you. I'm trying to live life out here. I don't have time to punish all your Standing Fierces. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I popped off. I've seen your public lobbies here and there, but I never go in because I know you're streaming. Still a scrub? Well, yeah, I'll skill with a welcome versus well. We can get a lower level lobby going for it if you want. We'll get some guys that, you know, we can do some drills. You gotta fight like the strongest guys in the world and get beat all day if you don't want to. Or you could, and you know, ask questions in the chat about why you're getting beat. The whole point of the stream is to teach us how to play Third Strike. That's, you know, exactly. We're inclusive. The point here is not to have the hypest matches on Twitch. The point of the stream is to try and learn Third Strike. You know, a lot of guys here that are very strong are also learning Third Strike.
Are you ready?
I'm an intermediate level player. I'm learning a lot about Third Strike. And there's guys, of course, that are beginners that gotta learn. Come by and hang out. Oh, I can neutral jump. I forgot about that. Kyo taught me that. Whoa, that did a lot of damage.
Are you ready? Go.
Oh, wait, what? Wait. I can anti-get Remy with that button? Consistently? Oh, fuck. I wanted super, but I got lucky there. Oh, nice. It's my super flop. I wasn't expecting it. Oh, missed my stomp. A little bit late. Ooh, it was a punish. Ooh, I'm salty about that.
Final round. Engage.
Almost parried it. Makes sense. Oof. Very smart. Ooh! Grab him! Ah! I'm proud though, kind of. I'm learning some stuff. I didn't know that I could anti. So basically, a matchup thing about Alex versus Remy is that all of Remy's aerial buttons will beat Alex's standing medium punch, which is a tough situation for Alex. That's one of his most important tools. Is standing, his little baby elbow there. But apparently, those same aerials are going to lose to Crouching Fierce. And that makes sense to me, right? Because what hitbox is kind of... Because if he's swaying out of range for the medium punch, then he's going over the Crouching Fierce. Because it hits from underneath.
Now.
It is very annoying versus Will indeed. No, it's not just top players, bro. So it's not that kind of stream. I think that in the world of Third Strike, there's not really room for that kind of stream, man. It's not like a game like, you know, Street Fighter 5 that has 10 billion players out there and you can just show the top guys. I think that for Third Strike, it's much more important to encourage people to learn the game. Because there's just not that kind of population for it. At this point, the objective is to, spread the love of Third Strike, not glorify those at the very top. I'm very grateful to know some of the US's top players and have them on the stream every now and then, which is awesome. But that's not what the stream's about. That's what tournaments are about. Even then, it's mostly about, learning and teaching. It looks slow, but it gets in your face out of nowhere. It does look slow versus, and it is periodable on reaction. But it takes a little bit of practice, though. Whoa, Mr. Pillowfort! Like, just now? Come play with us, bro. I'll make a new lobby and kick Wax out here. That's not fair, that's not fair. So Wax is a friend of this channel. And he doesn't play very often either. Shakkaka. Shakkaka. Chris says I can't parry shit on net play. It takes practice. It's a lot easier offline for two reasons. One is you have more, more response time. You can respond, I should say, you have more time to respond. And also, the game does run slower. So it's easier to parry the cold blue kick offline. But in my experience, me and Cycle Stev did a thing where we fought Remy all day, me and him, basically. And, we missed a parry there. And by the end of the night, I was parrying cold blues on reaction. So it can be done on net play. It just takes a lot of practice against Remy. And I've already lost it since then. You have to do it a lot, probably, to keep it. Same with the knee drop. As a intermediate level player, I find that the knee drop is very hard to deal with. Urian's knee drop. But after fighting Urian all night, you'll be parrying it like it's nothing on reaction. Yo, let's go, Mr. Pillowfort. I think it's gonna end up being worth it, Mr. Pillowfort, because there's a lot of guys that play on PS4. We play here on PS4 4 nights a week at the very least. So there's gonna be lots of action on PS4. I think it'll be a worthwhile investment. I started playing on 30s as Versus Well, though I've liked it since OE. I just used to watch it online only. I gotcha. Who are you playing Versus? It's not even Remy specific, huh? It's just built habits and timings on a cab. Oh yeah. The guys that play offline, there's gonna be trouble going online. And vice versa. If you play online and go offline, you're gonna find that some of your tactics don't work quite as well. But as you play more, you're gonna find out that new opportunities are opening up for you offline that you won't have online. Online seems impossible sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if it is impossible. I don't know how this game was programmed. I can't confirm or deny. But there's some things that just seem straight up buggy. I think parries aren't one of them. It does seem weird sometimes, though, right? Like, parrying certain jump-ins seems weird online sometimes. But I'm talking about, like, throw escapes seem weird online. Like, they might be impossible sometimes. But I think it is probably something mechanical, and it's probably user error, but it does seem weird. I totally understand where Hero is coming from. Sometimes it seems like it's not only harder, but maybe even, like, something's wrong. You're playing Makoto, I'm starting to enjoy Yang, huh? Pretty good here to start with, I feel like. So you're in the same boat as my friend Your Salty Face, who's starting off with Yang. Isn't pronounced? Says, hey, fellow Makoto enthusiasts, let's go.
You win.
Yeah, Yang's a pretty salty character. Yeah, so I remember Wax as being a Yun player, not a Chun-Li player. Okay. So I've been fighting him as Alex, right? I don't think I want to keep doing that. That's what I think I want to do. I want to learn how to fight Remy with Alex. Let's hang in there and keep it up. Good games, Everdred. I'm glad you're on PS4.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Makes sense. Also makes sense. It's fast. Ooh. Oh shit! I didn't want the hyper jump. Oh my god. That was his fucking. That was death right there. I'm not scared of Remy's meter. You can build meter for all I care. Oof.
You win.
I think part of my next paycheck will probably be spent on 30th on Steam and a new stick, huh? I use Mac all day pretty much. Win or lose, I rarely change because I want to feel comfortable against the whole cast with her. I think that's definitely well within the realm of possibility. She's a very strong character. The hell with Elena, though. I rarely get that matchup, and damn, yeah, she's pretty scary. Especially against somebody like Makoto who needs that grab, and Elena's airborne in a lot of her attacks. People that are airborne cannot be grabbed, of course, unless they're the air grab. Air grabs will grab airborne opponents, and ground grabs grab grounded opponents, but you can't mix and match them. I don't think of one attack that mixes and matches, right? That would be Alex's EX Air Knee Smash. That'll grab an opponent on the ground and in the air. That's really a hit grab, technically, right? Because it can be parried. I use both SA, but lately it's all about SA1. I have a question, guys. Alex's EX Air Knee Smash is a hit grab. It can be parried. No, see, it's not fair to say, right? So this game's some pretty complex move types, right? I was gonna ask if Alex's back fears can grab out of the air, because it's a hit grab, but that one can't be parried. Right. So, I mean, you can block EX Air Knee Smash and parry it. So it's not really a grab at all, huh? It just looks like a grab, because you can block it. Right. It visually appears to be a grab. I doubt that it uses a throw hitbox. Right, that's the thing. It doesn't use a throw hitbox. Okay, that makes sense to me.
Gutter trash.
And you can block hit grabs but not parry them. Right? You can't parry Oro's hit grab either. The lobby is indeed full right now, Mr. Pillowfort, but I can't imagine it's gonna be that way for long. I've never known Wax to be a guy that hangs out for a super long time. Likewise, TechPlug typically has a pretty busy guy. We'll see how it goes, though. We will get games, you and me, dude. I might even leave this lobby and let them duke it out for a while. I mean, you can get a set or something, Mr. Pillowfort. I'm not sure what your experience level is in the game. You might body me. Or it might be uneven in terms of, me being intermediate, you being a beginner, perhaps. No, Kronos, no, I have no question. I retract the question. My only question was, if back Furious can grab out of the air. And I don't think it can. It's because it's got a grab. It has a throw. It has a throw hitbox, right? Something like that. I don't think it can grab out of the air. Good stuff, Mr. Pillowfort. I appreciate that. So Wax, Everdred, and TechPlug are guys I don't have on the channel all that often. It's a pleasure to have these guys in the lobby here for a minute. Normally, I'd be quite happy to dip and get some outside games, but having these three here is really awesome for me. crazy how I'm getting some pretty good rounds with Everdred, and I'm coming close to beating him, but never actually beating him. That's all. It seems like it's that way sometimes in 3S, right? But there are guys that are stronger than you in the game, and you can almost beat them, but you just can't quite beat them. And you think, okay, well, I'm close then, right? I'm close. But the thing is in a first attempt, you still get 10-0'd. It's just that every round, every match could be close. That's crazy. I'm gonna send you a friend request. Oh, good stuff, vswil. Yeah, you're on PS4, right? Maybe what we'll do is we'll get a lobby going with vswil and mrpillowfortever and Salty Face. Are you still around, Salty? So I know that vswil's a beginner. I know Salty's a beginner. If I had to guess from the way people are talking in the chat, the levels of humility in the chat, I feel like vswil is probably not as strong as Salty Face. That's my guess. It sounds like maybe vswil is like a super beginner. Maybe even still figuring out like the inputs and stuff. So Salty Face has got the inputs down more or less, but I feel like he's trying to understand the game better as a beginner. But I don't know what mrpillowfortever's at. Wax is generally strong, but he's playing off today. I agree. I'm kind of scared of Wax's young, not super scared. I'd say he's an intermediate level player. But yeah, typically I'm very, you know, I have a good back and forth with his Yun. But yeah, I don't know. He's fighting Everdred, for God's sake. Right, maybe if it was anybody else, it would be more back and forth. But don't sleep on Everdred. I don't know, Kernos, I've never seen you play. I'm gonna keep it going with Alex, man. Or do I want to go to Ryu and give that a shot? Let's try Ryu. He wants to play Q. Oh, he wants to play Q. Okay, that's fine. I played Salty Face, and I think he wins most, but not every time. Can't remember. Okay. Most, if not every time. I got you. Oh wow, got out of the corner. What a charge. Okay, so now the party can begin. Now he's fully stocked for health. Okay, can we kind of go for a sweat? Sick card grab. Oh wow, he punished me. Not sure if he can punish that. Oh, wake up super, okay. Forgot I could do that. Yeah, black belt don't mean a whole lot in this game.
Go.
Oh, wake up super again. Okay, now he's fully taunted. If I throw fireballs, he has to jump, right? Eventually. I mean, not really, he gets parry forever. He has the life lead. Yeah, this is not gonna work. I can close the distance a little bit, doesn't really help me. I don't really want to close the distance. Ooh, it's my meaty. Ooh. Whoa! Spacing! I didn't know the Q could do that. My crouching strong whiffed, but his, whatever that button that was, hit me. He was using it as a poke. Yeah, ranked is not a really great place to play. Ordered flowers to be delivered to my mom at work. Nice. Why? Explain yourself. What's the reasoning there? And they never got delivered, but they are marked as being delivered. Well, I guess somebody got some flowers, hopefully. And it's her birthday is mine. Okay, well, maybe you go out and... No, I guess you probably sound like maybe you live far away, huh? Well, that's life, man. You have no control over that. Just to harass the guys you bought it from, demand a refund, and demand that flowers be sent to her for free. That's what I would do. It was my mom's birthday today. You guys fuck up the delivery somehow. I want money back, and I want her to be sent flowers tomorrow. Wow, the cross counter. Tech Plug loves that fucking cross counter.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Okay, stop the taunt before it could actually be triggered. Oof. 2 taunts. Okay, doesn't get the combo he wants. Empty jump. So, Q can't really anti-air, right? Yeah, Tech Plug is not super respectful. But, you know, you can make that... He's one of those guys that believes in something that isn't true. You guys know the type, right? It's my friend Glassjaw. Is Glassjaw disrespectful because he thinks the DT's actually a thing he can use? Maybe. How about my friend Black Apino? My friend Black Jalapeno. He's a Sean apologist. He plays Sean. Not to disrespect you, but because he thinks that Sean could actually be good. He's wrong. But he thinks that. That's why he plays Sean. And I think that Tech Plug thinks that he's not trying to style on you with that cross counter. I think he thinks it's actually a thing that Dudley can use. So I think Dudley, he thinks that you can use cross counter. I think it's one of his theories. I think he mentioned that in the chat before. Right? I'm like, why do you use cross counter so much? The game's actually pretty decent. Is it though? Same with guys that, you know, Tech Plug likes to jump in super too. Jump in empty, then super when he lands. That's a thing you can do, for sure. Things you can do. Some can't be done. Things you can do, some... I'm sorry, guys. It's not disrespectful, it's just wrong, though. Or wrong to a point, I suppose. Well, I got the dub.
You
have no dignity.
They're just things you can do. Some can't be done. We got Wax versus Tech. I think the problem with cross counter is not that it's bad, but there's no point using it when Dub's other moves are safer. That's what I mean, yeah. I think cross counter is kind of bad, though. I think the risk reward is too high. Everybody has ideas, it's just that 20 years of play eventually proves those theories out. I wouldn't go that far, X+. I think you're being halfway facetious, right? You're half joking. Because you're right, this game has a lot of history behind it, which means that a lot of things have already been explored, and things you think you've discovered might not play out the way that, you know, if you're contrary to the conventional wisdom, you might find that conventional wisdom typically wins out. But there's always something new to discover. Also, you have to consider, you know, matchups, players, the way people play in your community. Makes certain things work better.
Fighters ready.
But yeah, I do think that it's important to challenge conventional wisdom. But I also think that oftentimes there's a reason why things are done a certain way. I hear sometimes about playing dirty. Is that like Wake Up Super and stuff like that? Yeah, I don't know. Playing dirty. That's, people say that most of the time. It's mostly just people being salty. Especially game, like in some games I can almost see that, not really. But even then, in Third Strike, it's so much a mental game. Sometimes you gotta play dirty, you know, quote unquote dirty, in order to, you know, be unpredictable to your opponent. When I think of playing dishonest, I think of characters that get a lot of reward off of, you know, guesses and that kind of thing, compared to characters who have to play more footsies. But even then, that's just a part of it.
You win.
I wouldn't pay too much mind to people saying this guy plays dirty, unless he's losing a lot, right? If he's winning a lot, then it doesn't matter. Well, that's weird. We got Fightcade now, boys. Oh. That's weird. You know, Tech Plug just got bodied. You know, Tech just got bodied. Okay, kind of. All right, let's invite. Good game's Wax. I know, Tech. I know. I'm gonna invite. Not Will quite yet, but rather. Let me actually go to my friends list here. I want to add a new friend. Search. Shakkaka, right? Like this, right? No, it's not what it is. What is it? No, by all means, Everdred. Go ahead and go. Is it like that? There it is. Shakkaka. I hope that's what it is. I hope that's you. I don't play dirty. It's just my style, not an ordinary Dudley. Okay, so I got the caves in the right spots now. Okay, so I'm going to invite Mr. Pillowfort first. Then we can get Will in here later on. Okay, so I'm going to invite Shakkaka. Then me and Everdred can play. Thanks for waiting, Everdred. No, in that case, we should probably let... Yeah, we should let TechPlug play, yeah. That makes sense to me. He's just one. Shakkaka. Okay, so Everdred's gonna go with Alex here, perhaps. Yeah, go with Remy. Lose after taunting? Spam coin, huh? Fightcade.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Okay. Yeah, when you talk about playing dirty, there are ways you can play versus, which will confound a newer player, but will be very easy to deal with for a stronger player. That's considered to be playing dirty sometimes, right? Online tactics, fightcade tactics, blah, 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 blah. All these synonyms, which mean that you're playing in a way that is, you know, it seems real clever until you fight someone who's at a higher level of play, in which case you find that it's not as clever as you would think. What's up, little tank? Spam the coin, like in fightcade. Ah, it's relaxing. For you, maybe. Maybe I should abandon 3S and be a full-time Eterna Monster Hunter player. Huh? At least those games I'm good at. Fuck. You can't not play a game because you're not good at it, but you would never play a game then, right? Because you always have to learn to play a game. You would hope, unless it's a shitty game. If you always stop playing games because you weren't good at them, then you would never learn any games. If you're not having fun, by all means, change the game you're playing. When people say, you know, I'm not good at this game, I'm gonna quit, that's kind of frustrating to me. To an empty soundbite, huh? Fuck coin spammers. It's pretty sneaky, Kernhouse. Same with guys that only play when they win, that really pisses me off. Like when a guy joins the lobby and he's he'll be winning for a while, or he'll win one match, then he'll lose a match, and just leave. Or he'll join and lose and leave. That's really frustrating.
Yeah, well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, I forgot I can't punish that now with Alex. With Ryu, I have to parry it. I need to whip for meter a lot more. How? Don't do that after throw tech. It's a really bad habit. Oh, fuck!
Fighters ready. Engage.
That's not good. Damn, down. A little bit of meter, though.
for it.
That was a reaction. Oh wow, good spacing. Oh, missed my uppercut. Same progress in mine. It's just smarter players adjust real quick when you do something that works in your favor. Yeah, definitely. Once word gets out that Nightcade is out, Fightcade will die down. Maybe a little tank, maybe. But Nightcade's been out for a while now, and no one seems to care. I think if you look at the demographics for Fightcade, a lot of those guys are guys that don't give a fuck. You can quote me on that. The Fightcade demographic does not give a fuck. I can't imagine they're going to want to install new technology to play Fightcade, to play, Third Strike. I kind of feel the same way here goes. I remember when Nightcade was first kind of being announced, and there's this big hullabaloo about it, but no one seems to care. I've heard a lot of bad things about Nightcade. I've heard that it's not as slick as the developers would hope. What do you think about Nightcade, little tank? Where does your argument come from that Nightcade is going to overtake Fightcade? You think that's pretty cool features? Do you think it's still in development? Do you think people are talking about it? Because I haven't heard about it since it was first announced. And all I've heard about it after it was first announced was like a month later, and people were like, you know, it actually doesn't work that well. It's been pulled because Root is working on it so that Spectator can be 0. Okay. So it'll be announced again, I gotcha. So they went through like a beta period. Now it's back in the works. In a couple of years it'll be relaunched. Okay, nice pressure here. Should have been watching more closely. It's my first time we had Shakkaka in the lobby here. My friend Mr. Pillowfort.
Alright, that's cool.
It's weird how confident I feel against Everdred. I guess because he's not playing the kind of Remy style that I hate, which is lots of cold blue kicks. Usually when I fight against Remy, I feel like I have like nothing I can do. I feel really locked down. But against this Remy, I feel kind of liberated. I'm losing, but I'm feeling like I can kind of... I have like a game plan, you know? When I fight some Remys, I feel like I have no game plan. I just feel like I'm frustrated and nothing I can do. Because on Fightcade, you can get docs due to their security. That sucks. No, you can't. You can get people's IP addresses. That's a huge myth. As a network engineer and programmer specializing in network protocols, I find it frustrating when people say things like, oh, you can get your IP address, now you're in danger of something. That's life, man. I can get your IP address no matter what. If I said go to Vencabot.com to join my Discord server, which I always do, right? I always say that. You go to Vencabot.com and get on the Discord server. I have your IP address. It's mine. Anytime you click a link, they get your IP address. People don't realize that, though. They use it instead to defame their competitors. Oh, my opponent, people didn't get your IP address or whatever. So what? IP addresses are not private, put it that way. Fix your router settings. If you're getting, like DDoS, not docs, but DDoS, because of your IP address, you might fix your router settings. Ooh. You cannot hide your IP address online.
Go.
Unless you use a VPN. Shout out to Undead Kaiju. One of the biggest problems I have with Fightcade is the absolute absence of any moderation in the rooms. Yeah, there's no moderation, man. So they got to pay somebody for that. It's literally a cantina. Yeah, it's definitely self-policing. Can you block people? That's what you should be able to do. You should be able to block people. That's what you need. If you can do that, then what do you need moderation for?
You win.
Just a wild, wild west. Yo, wild, wild west. Just get used to it and block if you need to, yeah. You can block, but you have to block everyone else that responds to them. Why? Isn't Cleophas a real name? I think I remember hearing somebody was named that. It's like a southern name, right? Oh, that's not good. Running into some new players, Venka? Haven't seen these cats before. Cleophas is Everdred, which is awesome. And yeah, some new friends, some guys that have been in the chat for a while, are finally getting onto, getting onto PS4. Oh, wow. It comes up pretty quick, that super. He's indeed, Geek Scrub, he's indeed quite good.
You win.
Why would I ever want to play with Anti-Nibber69? It's a real nickname that I've come across. Block him. Are you offended by reading it? That's crazy to me. Block him. Don't play with him. Just block him right away. If I need to block an entire chat, which I did, then it is a shitty place that does not deserve my time. That's fine, don't go there then. No one's benefiting from you going there. Right? There's no one's making profit from you going to Fightcade, so they can't afford to moderate it. Right? If you want to use a service, then yeah, you have to block people. And if you don't want to use a service because of that, that's cool. Don't. No skin off their nose. What's up, 4C Joe? That's both the best and worst thing about Fightcade. It can run on most modern computers. Very large player base. When you get a lot of people together, oftentimes the shit rises to the top. The most quiet people on Fightcade are the players from Japan. I've heard that the Japanese talk a lot of shit on Fightcade. That's what I've heard. I think what we can definitely say for sure is that if you're that bothered by the people on Fightcade, don't play there. Definitely. But I can see how to some it'd be easily worth it to play free games online, to deal with a bunch of assholes on the internet. As bizarre as that sounds. Assholes on the internet? Again, they can't really moderate it because they don't have any kind of staff. So they're not making any kind of profit. Shout out to the guys that developed Fightcade in the first place and put it out there for free. I think it's quite reasonable that there's no moderation, especially when you have a block feature. What's wrong with people on Fightcade? Poor winners? No. Smog, you not played on Fightcade? No. If that were it, that'd be a whole different story. There are a lot of racism, a lot of overt hate on Fightcade's chat, a lot of spam. It's a pretty nasty place, for sure. It's a hive of scum and villainy. And bad connections from all over the world. From all over the world. Thankfully, Discord service exists so that for the most part you can circumvent Fightcade chat. Also true. They just turn chat off entirely, right? The problem with people on Fightcade is if you beat someone, they will hurl slurs and insults at you while challenging you 500 times. I think that, you know, yeah, 4C Joe makes a good point, right? That you can just totally disable the chat, essentially, just ignore the chat, and just only use Discord as a way to matchmake. I really want to try this on the Arcade Cab original. And it can be a heartbreaking experience. Going to an arcade cab from playing 30th online or any online version. Because we're playing on a console, there are so many things wrong that you don't realize are wrong until you play on an arcade cab. So playing on arcade cab is awesome. It feels great, but then going back to playing online afterward is tough. Oh no, it's okay. Jump out, Mr. Pillow4. I'll invite you back in. Go fix your delay. You don't want to play that kind of delay, man. Like Iron Man combo, huh? Is he that bad? He's a troll, but I don't think he, like, says racial slurs, does he? Or does he? I don't think I've ever gotten any hate mail from Iron Man combo. In fact, I've gotten some pretty polite mail from Iron Man combo. Him and a douchebag from PS3. Yeah, CPS3 is a whole different beast, man. It's not the same game exactly. They're very similar games. You know, console Third Strike and arcade Third Strike, but they're not exactly the same game. There's a lot of differences. I'm glad you're enjoying the YouTube channel, Cassette Cop. Thank you, dude. I put a lot of work into that channel. It doesn't have a whole lot of viewership on the YouTube channel. Not like here on Twitch. I'm grateful for the Twitch audience we have. But on YouTube, I put a lot of work in, and this is kind of a small following there, but I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. That means a lot to me for all the work I put in. But we're bored, man. I saw you followed last night sometime, I think. Or maybe this morning. Anyway, between streams.
Go for it.
Wow, that's so deep. Bad punish. Oh no, I wanted Fireball! That makes sense. I can jump light kick?
Are you ready? Go.
Whoa, that was weird. I think he carded his grab and I broke it. Bad punish. How come I can't even get that canceled? I'm trying to go medium punch into Fireball, but Fireball almost never comes out. So my Torbeam punch is not very plus on hit. I can't get low forward afterward. I play local on consoles mostly with a stick. I never played on Fightcade. I get why people don't want to hear all the negative stuff, but it's an accurate representation of the world, for better or worse. Yeah, that's why I don't know. How do those throws whiff? Okay, it's not safe. Good jumping combo. Oh, what a trade. Oh, what a bait. Bad punish, though. Yeah, I'll do it again. Oh, that's not safe. Ooh! Very close. What's up, Lobo?
You waited.
Yeah, stand heavy punch and a step kick. Yeah, I totally agree, Giga Scrub. I've been chastising myself for that all day. Gotta go for the close fierce. I have trouble with doing that because I get punished a lot for going for it. It's hard for me to mentally get into the mode where I'm doing it because, you know, even though I know it's intellectually the best thing to do, it's, in terms of actual experience, it doesn't work. Right? Because I'll get the far fierce. Even if I'm right next to them, I'll get the far fierce. Because they have, like, they'll do a move where the hurt box kind of lean back. They'll be pressed right against me on, like, their legs, but their actual upper body will be leaned back, so I'll get the far fierce. And so I know that you're supposed to crouching fierce, but that's so much harder to cancel. Right? So it's like I tell myself I gotta get into the habit of doing crouching fierce, but then I get punished for that too. It doesn't work. I'm not saying that as an excuse. I'm saying that's why it's hard for me to learn. Right? If it worked, then I'd get rewarded for it, get that endorphin rush, and then it would become more of a habit. But instead, I get whatever the opposite of endorphin rush is, because it fails. And so it's hard for me to commit to it next time. Yeah, training mode. You're right. I should, if for nothing else, I should do training mode just to get my crouching fierce into cancel. Because damn, I have trouble with that. Yeah, my theory is that, you know, if you try something and it doesn't work, then you're less likely to try it again at an unconscious level. And then if you try something and it does work, you're going to do it again, even if it's a bad habit. That's how you get bad habits, right? You get that endorphin rush when it works. So I feel like perhaps part of the reason why, because I used to try and go for those punishes a lot as Ryu, and I kind of stopped. I think unconsciously because they kept fucking up. This game's amazing, Mr. Billford. I agree. What's up, Dizzy? So the Smog said, I play local on consoles mostly. Never played on Fightcade. Yeah. So what kind of shocks me is that, I don't know, I feel like if people are frustrating you, then you can just ignore them. That's kind of my stance.
You win.
There are no crimes being committed. Just ignore them. So we just lost, I think that was Tech. Good games, Tech. So I can invite Will. I have to wait till this match is over, though, because if I go to the home menu, it's going to kick me out of the lobby. Shout out to Digital Eclipse, guys. Programming magic. Yeah, Dizzy, Cleophas is Everdred. Apparently he's on PS4 now. Is Fightcade the only way to play JoJo's Bizarre Adventure online? I think so. I thought it was on PS3 and 360. Maybe I was mistaken. No, it was released very briefly on those platforms, but it's since been taken off of sale. For licensing reasons, probably. Whoever the publisher was of the game lost the license, so they can't sell it anymore. If you already own it, that's great. But you can't buy it now. Here's up, Noe. From what I hear, JoJo's works okay on Fightcade, but I also hear that this game works well on Fightcade. I know for sure it doesn't. Not that well. I thought that the reason this game was supposed to suck on Fightcade was because of the emulation for CPS3, but isn't that game also CPS3? JoJo's. So you'd think they'd have the same problems.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Okay. How about this? You don't like this emulation here, goes? I can't tell any problems with this. Seems like it's looks right, sounds right. I don't think I've seen an emulation bug yet, personally. I don't have a whole lot of experience on arcade hardware, though, but from what I have played, it seems pretty accurate. So JoJo might be one of those classic fighters that may be lost to time. Only way to play is on emulators now. Yeah, but nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Alright, that's cool.
Not online, says Here Goes. Okay, so I can invite Will now. I have to add in my friends list first. Friends. Friend requests. Will. Yo, lightning avatar, let's fucking go. That's my girl. That's my girl right there. There we go. Why am I going to Remy and Dub before?
Well, I got the picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing Ryu.
Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Fighters.
Dude, this Remy's Everdred, yeah.
Engage.
Oh, wow. I parried that. Whoa, it was so close. Oh, fuck, I thought it was a punish thing. Those recover really fast.
into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Here it goes. There's no difference between online play and offline play in this game. Except for unless you have lag. Don't hit me with that placebo shit. Makes sense? Uh-oh. Ooh, kind of grips. Oh no, it's with the fucking fireball! When the game slows way the fuck down during super flashes and shit, yeah, that's because of the lag.
Go for it.
Yeah, it doesn't happen in good connections. Oh, what a fucking bait! I'm so fucking basic, dude. Give me some goddamn Uggs. See him bait me with the uppercut? Oh my god. Okay, interesting trade. Oh no! So slick! Oh, what the? How did that beat my goddamn crouching fears? How? That's the second time that's happened. How does that beat my crouching fears?
You win.
How? Jumping like kech? Versus says, I get murdered a lot, I'll bet. This Remy murdered me this afternoon. Oh, really? I wonder how long Cliff has owned this game. Excuse me, how long Everdred's owned this game on PS4. He's been really shady today. Everdred shows up in my chat, which is very rare. It's always an honor when Everdred comes by and says hi. And he was like, yo, I got PS4 too. I was like, what? Since when? He didn't answer me when I asked since when. Has he been low-key on PS4 for a minute? Why isn't he playing in the online tournaments? I've been sick. Anyway, he's here now. The few good connections don't justify the rest of online. I don't know, here goes. I fight good connections, 20 hours a week. Cavies has a whack connection. Who else has a whack connection with me? Kenny sometimes. And that's about it. I fight guys that are strong, that I respect, with good connections, having no lag tonight. Everybody's hitting supers all day, no lag. To me, online is sick. At least it's sick as offline for console. I mean, I totally agree that, PS4 versus CPS3 is no comparison. But PS4 offline versus PS4 online is the same, unless you have lag. Dude, I have very polarized connections. I don't know, man. I guess part of the reason why I'm hesitant to be all the way sympathetic to Here Goes is that he doesn't play Europe with us that often, man. I have to assume he's playing a rank with all the trash connections. Come play with us and see how much lag you have. Right? Guys who ain't Cavies. And K-Rake Jr. Venka, we should run a set someday, like 1st to 10. You want to do that right now?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Fighters.
Yeah, so vswil and Shakkaka are both beginners. Relatively speaking. There's not going to be a lot of competition, I feel like, between them and Everdred. I'm doing my damnedest as an intermediate level player to kind of halfway keep up. I definitely don't expect a lot of really close matches. There's nothing wrong with that, though. We're all learning this game, right? It's important to get your ass kicked sometimes, because it helps you understand, what does and does not work. Sometimes it's going to be very frustrating because you can't really see a solution as a beginner, right? Or as an intermediate like me, all the time I get frustrated by this shit. I will get bodied by some kind of gameplay. I'll think to myself, there's no way out of this. There's no way out of the situation I'm in. How? Right? And then somebody like Mutant or Kyo will come by and they'll put their hand on my shoulder very tenderly. Right? They'll pet me on the head, give me a cup of orange juice, and say, Vencabot, all you gotta do is this, or this. And I'll think, well, I can't do this, that, or that. That's way too high skill level for me. I can't execute it. I can't, keep up. I can't react fast enough. And I'll go, okay, well, let's try this then. Try D, right? A, B, and C are too hard for your dumb ass. Then try D at least. Then I'll try it, and I'll be like, okay. All right, this is a little bit better now. So in time, you're going to get to a point where A, B, and C become options to you. Or you're going to have the better reaction times, you have better execution.
You win.
All right? Better, situational awareness, all these things. At that point, you're going to have less trouble with these situations. Until then, try D. Right? That'll halfway get you some mileage. I'm not going to be on late today, Tree Tracer, no. We'll do it some other time, man. I'm going to be ending the stream here in about an hour and 20 minutes. About an hour and a half or so.
Well, I got the picture.
Yeah, Everdred is good, yeah.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Fighters ready. Engage.
How dare you, dude? Ooh, kind of. Ooh, kind of. Oh man, I'm so basic. Oh man, beat my crouching fierce. I was a little bit late there. Could have at least traded if I had it sooner. I thought I saw him jump, but it wasn't a jump, it was a cold blue. Too far. Punish my grab with his grab. It's okay. Oh, he baited me. Should upcut right there, too. I think he went for the parry, but it's whatever. Oh! It's not a character, it's a movement. Damn. Space.
You win.
Remember, you can counter poke up close with crouching fears. Yeah. Just put it out there. Up close, yeah, it's a good idea. I can get punished for it, but it's, not the worst thing in the world. What's up, Nero? What do you guys use to display player names on the fly? I don't. I just use a second window. No, second. No, it's kind of complicated. I'll explain. I'll send you a private message, TB Nero. Do me a favor, Nero. Send me a message on Facebook and ask that question again so I remember. I'll tell you how it's done. It involves using scene sources. Basically, I have a scene in OBS, which is just the full screen capture. It's just a full screen capture device, right? My Elgato, just full screen. It's the entire scene, nothing else. And then I use that scene for, the actual gameplay footage. And then I use a scene containing that scene as a source that I crop. It's kind of weird. It's kind of hard to explain. Basically, the ones you're seeing on screen are the same names that appear in the upper right and upper left of the capture. Right? I just used a chroma key to chroma key out the black background, and then I moved them over the other image. You know what I mean? You guys know what I mean. I think I more or less explained it. I'll send you some more. If you guys message me on Facebook or Discord, respectively, I'll send you more in-depth instructions. Basically, I just chroma keyed out the black background and then moved the names in. Using cropping and transforms in OBS. Global version, huh? Smiles says when they made Third Strike Online Edition, they were thinking of making it a true Fourth Strike. Well, they changed their mind. Maybe one day they'll actually make it, I hope. Well, there is a true Fourth Strike, right? A couple of different versions, I believe. There's patched ROMs. You know, fan patches. Little Giga Scrum. That 12 action here. That's what Giga likes. If you guys didn't know, Giga's probably the strongest 12 player in the US. I can't imagine a stronger 12 player. Oh, he was sick. I don't hear nothing bad about OE. OE's only fault, in my opinion, was the, well, that's, you know, some UI whacks like this game does, but overall, it's just the fact that they fucked up the unscaling on his Canadian, on Zampor. Aside from that, it's godlike. Better sound. For one thing. 8-man lobbies. Sick. Has 1 frame less input delay, it seems to me, compared to this version. Awesome. I mean, an official Fourth Strike from Capcom with an extended roster, like how they made an Ultra 2 on Switch. Yeah, that game sucked though. No one plays Ultra 2, man. That game's universally reviled. I'm not sure I really want a updated version from Capcom any more than I want one from the fans, right? At this point, you know, it's not the same devs, right? You guys agree it's not the same devs? The guys that made this game are long gone, probably. At least most of the most important guys. They couldn't make a true Fourth Strike at this point. It would always be from some third party, whether they're within Capcom or not. It'd be from fans. You know, probably guys that love the game a lot less than the actual fans. I think I'd rather have an actual, you know, mod from the actual fans than, you know, have Capcom shit one out. And even then, you know, people argue with a very good point that at this point, is there any reason really to patch the game? It's so old, people love it so much. Yeah, no one plays Ultra 2 probably because people want to just play ST. They want to play. I think that having Capcom's branding on it wouldn't make it any more significant than any other fan mod. At best, you would hope that the guys at Capcom that made it would be fans. But even then, it's probably not even a reality. They probably just hire some random schmoes to do it. Probably some Americans, to be honest, given their track record. Aaron says, alright, didn't that Mike Z guy have a hypothetical patch list? Heard he played the game for years. Yeah, he got bodied at Frosty Faustings. I had the pleasure of meeting him there. He was quite salty. That's the only impression I have of that guy. I've heard some people say his personality is somewhat abrasive. I've heard that before. That he's not super well liked. And I have very limited experience with him. For all I know, he could be a great guy, but in my experience, he did seem kind of like an asshole. Would you support artists making new sprites? I just want sprites back. Huh? So you want new characters in Third Strike, huh? Man, I can hardly imagine new characters in Third Strike. This game has got such a huge you know, variety of playstyles at its disposal.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Makes sense. Oh, fuck, he recovers pretty fast off those fireballs. Makes sense. Low forward spacing. Go for LO, go for ULH. So that means when he's at the spacing, I can just whiff a fierce. And then hit roundhouse too, perhaps.
Are you ready? Go.
Ooh. Why am I using up all my EX? I can just hit regular fireballs too sometimes. That's not safe. Oh man, I didn't want to jump there. I wanted to walk up, but my stick went a little wild. I want to walk up and cut it. That's why I got the jumping jab, jumping early jab. Because that was walk up car grab, but I hit toward up instead of just toward. Mike Z wants to color match me because we both use yellow Makoto. The director for 3S wanted to put Sagat and Zangief. Oh yeah, I remember reading that recently. That would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. I sometimes still miss timing for how late you have to hit the roundhouse. On what versus Will? My nerves went ape shit when I got the stun. Oh, I gotcha. Third Strike is maybe an all-time favorite. It's my all-time favorite, but it would be nice to see a roster like Alpha 3 represented in Third Strike. Closest thing is CVS 2, all P groove, but not even close, huh? I don't know, man. I love large rosters. But a game like Third Strike, maybe I'm just biased, like everybody moves biased over time, right? I've been playing 3S for a while. But I feel like it's just gonna make the matchups even harder to balance. You hear that a lot about large rosters, right? This game already has balance issues. I think that a lot of games with large rosters get away with it because those rosters are the characters are fundamentally very similar, right? They're fundamentally very similar. They mostly vary in their aesthetics and small tweaks to the way they perform. Where in 3S, every character was like plays totally different. I feel like having a large roster would make that very difficult to manage. Focused a character can be, says Ern. The SNK, after buying the rights to Street Fighter, can close down the property and integrate Alex and Hugo into King of Fighters. That's the ultimate fantasy for Here Goes. Oh, Shakkaka got around. Oh, but we see that Everdred moved to Urian. Nice. Good blocks. So Shakkaka seems like more like an intermediate level player than a beginner. This is our friend, block. Pressure. What was I saying? Thank you for the follow, Smog, or Smoji. Smoji. I like that more. Probably not the best example, but that's all that I got, huh? Ever heard of Tenkaichi 3? Yes. Yeah, I love that game to death. It has a bunch of characters, but they all have hella similarities. Yeah. I don't play King of Fighters. That's look at 14, right? That game has a billion characters. Same with Tekken. I imagine that that's possible because a lot of them are very similar, but I don't know. Or it's just totally they just ignore balance. Just ignore balance? Guys, how do you balance a game that has a huge roster of extremely diverse characters? Here Goes to Escape does not ignore balance. So we have a huge roster of a balanced cast, more or less. At least as balanced as Third Strike. Are they all very diverse? And if so, how do you think they pull that off? Most SNK games are more balanced than 3S. I totally believe that. I think 3S is a game that has unusual balance problems, but ooh, nice. But at the same time, you know, I think it's a pretty well balanced game, excluding the top of the top tiers. That's the same situation with Virtua Fighter as well. Final Showdown, very balanced game overall, but the top of the top tiers are, relatively speaking, much more powerful than the rest of the cast. I think this game has got great balance, to be honest. If you hear me complain about this game's balance problems, there's only two reasons for that. One is I love the game so much. And two, it's that I feel like there are 3 characters at the top that are totally crazy compared to the rest of the cast. I think Here Goes would disagree with that. We've had this discussion in the past. But I think that characters like Chun and Yun and Ken are really not in the same game with the rest of the cast. But I think the rest of the cast below that is pretty well balanced. You only see 3 characters because that's just how competition shapes out. As Here Goes. Any changes that I would make? Oh god, what's the name? Yes. Yeah, me and Here Goes to talk about this. But you guys, if you guys are new viewers, man, I realize I have a huge hate boner for Chun-Li. I think I probably still would, but it'd be very angry and violent. I don't know if she's into that or not, but that's how it would turn out, either way. If I was going to make changes to this game, it would always be to Chun first, and then see how things pan out from there. It is Smoji, let's fucking go. Doesn't the parry system balance the roster, though? To an extent, yeah, to an extent for sure. If this game didn't have parries, it would be much more busted. For sure. But that was the thing that makes everybody can be on top, they're good enough. No. No, when you understand the way parries work in this game, you start to realize that it's... For one thing, I feel there's a myth, people say that a lot, right? That parry balances the game. But the top tiers have equal access to parry as anybody else does. So, you know, they have all their benefits as well as parry. You know, the low tiers have very few tools, and they got parry as well. But high tiers have all the tools, and they still have parry. It's not like, you know, only certain characters have parry. You can fix Chun. It's so easy, though. Just give her one super instead of two. I don't know if it's that simple, Locust. I don't think bouncing's ever that simple. That'd be one way to make her a little bit nicer. Oh, wow. Oh, fuck. Wow. Should have respected that. I got lucky there. I think if you gave her one super instead of two, that'd be a good first step.
Now.
Oh, fuck. A little bit of lag here. People will tell you different things about why Chun is the best. My stance is because of her buttons, like her grounded buttons. That's one thing that makes her the best. But also her super is the best super in the game. Her super 2 does crazy damage, confirms off anything. But yeah, I think that what makes Chun so busted, in my opinion, is her grounded normals. They're just crazy. In particular, her fierce buttons. She's not a top tier character without meter. It's her super that makes her so strong.
Battle. Well, I got to fix it. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got to fix it.
Her supers really suck, except for Super 2. And she has pretty bad EXs as well, except for EX Spinning Bird, but that's not the best EX either. I always like to troll Chun players, because it is an invisible reversal. She has an okay wake-up reversal game. But it's not like, you know, any Shoto. It's not even as good as, like, Dudley. Until you consider that, you know, she has everything else as well as that. Oof, didn't want to hyper jump there. I want to get DDT. Somebody asked me to do that earlier. I forgot who it was.
Prepare to strike. Now.
A little bit of lag. It wasn't terrible lag, but a little bit. I've had worse. It's not as bad as Kaguya's connection. Will, are you playing on Wi-Fi, my friend? Oh, that's for somebody there. SA3 changes the meta because you literally can't let him build bar. I don't know about that, Gig Scrub. I don't know if I agree with that. Obviously, Yunan's the top of the top of the top tier, and if I were to one day, you know, sneak up behind Chun-Li and chloroform her and, you know, throw her into a river or something, I'd have my eye on him next, for sure. I'd have my eye on him next. But to say that you can't let him build bar because his SA3 is so much more powerful than any other super in the game, I mean, you kind of can't stop him from building bar. You can try. Obviously, you have to try. But, yeah, it's a really great super. Super top, you know, he's a top tier for a reason, right? I totally agree. I totally agree that he's a top tier character. He's busted, whatever you want to say. He's in that tier where I think, again, they're not in the same game as the rest of the cats. It does change the meta, but so do a lot of, you know, that's what I think super should do that. I think it makes super more interesting, right? I think it makes it more interesting when your opponent has bar and you have to fight them differently. That makes sense to me. Or stop them from getting bar. That makes sense. You can block Canadian. Whoa, that's the first time we didn't give her a flash kick. Too close.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Let's be more assertive and not get pushed in the corner. Damn. Damn. Now I'm wired, but the phone was on the Wi-Fi. I use Twitch on my phone, so next match I'll turn it off. Okay. Yeah, I've had a lot of guys that you know, watch the stream on the same network they use to play the game, and there's usually not any lag. Perhaps your connection is kind of low tier in terms of your ISP, their packages they offer. Do you think 3S at EVO Japan 2019 was staged? They had no chuns and all 8 were unique. No, it wasn't staged. I don't think they could do this if they wanted to. The Japanese love Third Strike. How'd they stage it? You think, well, who would do that? Capcom? To sell 30th, perhaps? I don't think so. Was that very bizarre? Yeah, pretty bizarre. Depending on who you talk to, more bizarre than, you know, some would say it's more bizarre than others.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Could just be that, you know, the strongest players didn't feel like playing the top tiers. Because in the USA, all finals are yuns and chuns. They wanted it to be more entertaining, perhaps. Yeah, I said top 8. I think I had 1 chun, which is pretty unusual to only have 1 in top 8. Yeah, it had the top 8, but in lower numbers than you would expect. You could be right, Smoji. I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but if you don't know my friend Kyo, he's yeah, my friend Kyo is an authority on Third Strike. I definitely would take his word over yours, since you're still relatively new to the channel. I'd be very surprised if Kyo was wrong. Put it that way. Okay, I'm gonna look it up since now you guys got me curious. Yeah, Kill's looking it up too.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Shakkaka. I love that fucking handle. And it's not like Kill's never been wrong. Kill is only human, but he's definitely quite an authority. Oh my god, the tackles. Okay. Yun, Hayao, Machiken, Vago, Hirahara, Kyotaro, Yusuke, and Dio. Alright, so there were no Chuns, huh? And Kill must have think of something maybe just before top 8. That's crazy. But you see a lot of top tiers there. Hayao was the hero for going with Hugo. As for why no Chuns made it, yeah, that's pretty bizarre. I couldn't tell them. I get it, but I know for a fact there was no Chuns, and while I was watching it, we were talking about that very fact with friends. Yeah, it seems that if Locus is to be believed, you seem to be right.
Prepare to strike.
Good game versus Will. Take a good rest, my friend. You played pretty strong tonight versus Will. I feel like maybe I give you less credit than you deserved in terms of your skill level. You beat the Chun before top 8. I gotcha. Never recognizable names, that's probably why there were no Chuns. So we got Yang, Ken, Makoto, Dudley, Yun, Urian, Dudley, all top tiers. Oro, he's right there in terms of the tier list in Japan. Yeah, we got Yun, we got Ken. Both super top tiers. And we have Yang, Makoto. Makoto's arguably super top tier. Yang, Dudley, Urians. But there's a Hugo there, though. That's pretty sick. When I saw 8 unique characters and no Chuns, I was suspicious, huh? Yeah, I wouldn't be suspicious, dude. I don't think they have much incentive at this point to make it more entertaining to get numbers or whatever. I don't see how they could possibly stage it. It was free entry, right? It was, anybody could enter, so how are you going to stage it? I know the theory, I just need better execution experience, huh? I don't know versus Will. Don't be like your boy Vencabot. Don't assume you know the theory, because I find I'm pretty proud, and I think of myself as being like a theory player. Hey, Dizzy's online, sick. I like to think that I know a lot of the theory, but I don't. I always find out that I don't. Every single day I find out that I don't. This game is a mystery wrapped in an enigma. Everdred, play all night, bro. If you want to. If you're willing, I'll put it that way. I love playing. I don't care who's winning. We're getting good. We're all learning here. It's important we fight a strong Remy. Never leave because you're winning. That's craziness. Only leave because you have to leave, or you don't want to play anymore. Maybe you're getting bored beating people up. I totally understand, but we're not bored getting beaten. I don't ever get to fight Remy this much.
Fighters ready. Engage.
One of my weaknesses as a player is my conscious or unconscious insistence that I know what I'm talking about. I'm so glad I didn't get an uppercut right there. Oh, fuck, we've never tried to fucking high parry me once. Why would I do that? Oh. We just try to hit buttons on wake up though sometimes. Ooh, hit his footsie there. Good night versus Will.
Are you ready?
I need to anti-air more, but Alex don't got good anti-air. Are you kidding me, Mr. Pillowfort? Alex has some of the best anti-airs in the game. Alex is a very weak character, all things considered, but one area he excels is aerials and anti-airs. You got toward medium punch, you got standing medium punch, which is, not a lot of characters have an anti-air that good. But that's an insanely good anti-air. Like, in the entire roster, and you look at standing medium punch, it's like an all-time amazing anti-air. Ooh, I can't believe I didn't tap that. Crushing heavy punch is an insane anti-air. His shoulder. Torb medium punch is just an insane poke all around. If only it would cancel into something. Smokes, I like your attitude. I've only been playing this for over a year. I have a lot to learn, but I share that same drive you have to constantly want to improve. Dude, I get pretty frustrated sometimes, man. I get mad salty on the stream. And longtime viewers know I get really, really angry. I try to internalize it and not let it blow up on stream. But I do get frustrated like anybody. And sometimes I want to quit the game, to be honest. Sometimes I really hate this game, and I really feel like I'm not getting anywhere, or I want to quit or whatever. But it's a beautiful game, and I love it. I do want to get stronger. I'm compelled by my friends to keep playing. Guys like Kyo and Mutant, Frankie, Katie Alpha, and many, many others. Guys that I look up to who can beat the guys that I always lose to. Right? There are guys that can beat the guys I always lose to with any character, because they understand the game in a way that I don't understand it. And that being the case, I feel like there's no reason why I couldn't get to that same level with enough work. You know what I mean? It's not unattainable. Clearly it's attainable. It just takes a certain amount of understanding, amount of experience. Smoji's maining Akuma. I might script my choices. It's gonna be a tough road, Smoji. Akuma's one of the worst beginner characters to pick, I think. He's hot garbage until you understand how to, effectively utilize his tools. At what point he becomes pretty high tier. He's actually one of the higher tier characters in the game. But he's really tough for a beginner. His tiny health bar makes it hard for him to make any mistakes. And as a beginner, you have to be able to make mistakes, obviously. Yeah, he's a glass cannon. He's got awesome offense, but even then, no offense is so awesome that, you can rush someone down to death if you don't know what you're doing. And his, fireballs, air fireballs, awesome for defense. He's really played defensively at the highest level, not really offensively. But for a beginner, his low health bar and his tiny stun bar, it's going to be an issue. One thing newer players need to learn is how to avoid making mistakes, huh? Akuma teaches that. I don't know. I guess. I can kind of see the argument there, but I'm not sure. I can't co-sign that. But more vitriolic. Also, his slash elbow is kind of a cool anti-air that Alex has access to. Mr. Medium Punch input. What's up, John B? Back at third strike. John R B6R26. This is a guy whose name is a engine code, right? Welcome back. Come with the first character I ever beat Gil with back when I first started playing. I know that means nothing. PvP, because of that, I never stopped playing him, and I am comfortable, I feel. Good. As long as you're comfortable, that's great. If you're having fun, that's the best way to play Third Strike, man. If you're having fun and staying motivated to keep on playing and learning, then you pick the right character. I would never recommend that someone pick Goki as their first character because of his weaknesses. But if you're playing him and loving him and having a good time, and that's great. That's what's important. Who wants to jump in this lobby? I have an empty slot. Who's playing tonight? On PS4. I hope he goes with Remington. I'm gonna go with the Queuington. We're playing for another hour, Locust. I deserve that. Wow, I got lucky shot. How? I had that so late. It has longer start than it looks. I didn't know I could do that. It's not a punish. The EX Slash got grabbed? But I mean on startup? It's kind of hard to grab EX Slash. I think it's possible with certain grabs. I could probably grab it with my back fierce. 11 PM indeed, Eastern time. I might hop on to know yet, I gotcha. Yeah, Goki's throwing invincible on his overhead for sure.
Well, I got the picture. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Prepare to strike. Now.
Ooh. So I can do that too, son. You ain't special. Okay. Sick. Whoa! Oh my, yeah. Wow. Shakkaka.
Are you ready? Go.
Whoa, look at this dude! Bad punish there. Makes sense. Ooh. Said, Spillford is no slouch. What's up, mutants? Hey, where is Dizzy anyway? Maybe he's not actually playing? I'm gonna like Marty Party, man. Who else wants in? Don't want to get exposed on stream. God damn it, Dizzy. You're a bad influence on the kids.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got
Sean?
the picture. Yeah.
Tato Burst, Sean. He can't punish Slashable with Tato
Into
Burst.
the heat of battle. Go for it.
Deserve that. Oh my god. Ah, fuck, no combo. Ooh.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Makes sense. Whoa! Twitch is okay. Must be an Everdred side. Lost him. It was a good run. Oh, here he is. Still here. Okay. Oh no! Oh, fine. Okay, good.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got
Oh no, 12.
I've been waiting for this.
It's okay. It's not turbo matchup.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I deserve that. Sick. Ooh, hit me as a punisher. He couldn't take the grab. No meter. Oof. chit-chat forward to make it hit and get a little meter, huh? I didn't know that.
The heat of battle. Go for it.
Didn't have meter that time. Didn't have meter for EX slash there. Yo, Ven, how come you don't tech up after you get knocked down? Because I never think of it, John. Thank you for the reminder. It's one of my ways I'm a super beginner in this game. That's all there is to it. I don't really think about it. It's not a thing I can think of it being in this game, to be honest. Shakkaka's Alex is pretty deep. Thank you for the reminder, John.
Now.
Nice anti-air.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oops. Oops. That's such a stupid gimmick. Cartoon meat punch, block, slash elbow. You can beat it in a variety of ways, but it's kind of hard to beat. You have to be looking for it. If you're pressing the wrong button, you're gonna get blown up. That's kind of the idea there. To stop your jump and stop you from hitting the wrong button. I can whip for meter against 12.
Into the heat of battle.
So you can parry for sure.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Okay, sense against 12. Oof. How did I not get my jab? Ooh. 12 is crazy. Empty spot in the lobby, guys. Nobody wants to play. You guys are breaking my heart, guys. Oh, Kyo's online. I'd like to see maybe Kill can jump in and fight Everdred's actual Remy. Yeah, Alex too strong, man. Broken tier. Is that back to basics? Sometimes I get back to basics and John confused because all the B's and numbers in their name. Hyperbomb. Okay.
Prepare to strike. Now.
This guy reminds me a lot of me. I don't think he wants that roundhouse. What about I like everything? You say sentences really fast. I do. I like everything. I really do.
Go for it.
Oh, I thought I was him. With no charge. Ooh. Oof.
You win.
Is it natural or do you try to? I just talk very fast, I like. I'm a very fast talker. I wonder if my friend Fort left on intentionally there. The crouching medium punch is very, very neutral. It's not punishable. It's actually so I don't know. I wish I should sit one out and talk about frame data. If you got some beginners in the chat. Crouching medium punch at max spacing is effectively plus. Not really, but it's kind of tough to comprehend sometimes. Is that invincible? That makes sense. Oof.
Fighters ready. Engage. Ooh, missed my parry. Where's that beastie Jurgen from the last stream? That was a Frankie. Frankie 3S. He's one of the strongest players in the US. He plays a variety of characters. I tried to parry. I can't do it tonight. Yeah, it takes some practice for sure. Welcome back, Salty Face. You can parry out of that setup, the medium punch and the slash elbow, making the slash elbow over and over again. But prep testing, we just can jump out after the slash elbow. You can counter poke my medium punch if you use a fast enough button. You have to press it quickly though. Oh, it's a pretty good game, Salty Face. Whoa, can't throw that. Uppercut, nice reaction. Chased him down. Oh, okay, got the little forward but no combo. Whoa, sick. Drops the combo at the very end, though. A little bit of mutual respect there. Ooh! Because of how awkwardly that parried from, he couldn't get a punish in the air. The block. Poor man's guile. I tried to parry that too, but it's one of those nights, I guess. But I'm learning.
Go.
That setup, it's you can think of it as being, it's pressure. Crouching medium punch into slash elbow, light kick, slash elbow, and then loop it. It's pressure because neither the medium punch nor the slash elbow is that negative on block. And maybe if you have a move that comes out quickly and it's not that negative on block, that means that your opponent has to respect your option by using a faster button than you. Indeed I like everything. I'm very proud of that. I've been invited to do some commentary for tournaments from friends of mine. It was quite an honor. I commentated at TFC this year, Michigan Masters last year, UMaCon last year. TFC last year, Michigan Masters last year, etc., UMaCon.
Final round. Go.
It was quite an honor. Poverty Game Night, Flannel Jack, Beef Ucheki, I guess. So, when I'm doing moves that are that come out quickly and are very slightly negative, the only way to beat me is to parry, jump out, or use a button that's faster, right? Because I'm still negative. Was it EXO? EXO remembers TFC last year. Those are good memories. We got Everdred EXO on PS4. Do you know he's on PS4? I play on PS4. So we're playing on right now. I also play on Steam, but nowhere near as much. Any commentary for upcoming events, and will it be streamed? Guys, go follow Poverty Game Night, twitch.tv/Poverty Game Night, one word, POVERTY GAMENIGHT. Poverty Game Night, no spaces, no underscores. They'll be streaming Michigan Masters this year in April. And it's gonna be sick. I can't say if I'm gonna commentate there or not. Again, it's not my stream, it's not my event. But they are really cool guys, awesome channel, fellow Michiganders. It's gonna be an awesome event. Jazzy auto qualifier. Gonna be at Texas Showdown in May around my birthday. That's gonna be fun. Not sure where it's gonna be streamed. Probably on KD Alpha stream, maybe somewhere else. I don't know exactly. So once again, I can't say for sure if I'm gonna commentate anything at any of these events. Wish I could show you guys my Yang, says John. You're not on PS4, huh? Or are you? I'm trying to find a game on Steam 30th for the last 10 minutes, huh? Are you following KD Alpha stream? Johnny Z? KD_Alpha? The letter K, the letter D? KD_ALPHA? Oh, you're on Xbox One, that's a shame. My friend Nero has that version. He streams as well. Maybe give him a shout out. Give him a call, I mean. TBNERO, I think. Why do 3S streamers always associate with poverty in some way? Because it's not supported widely by the FGC in terms of finances. It's not a game like Street Fighter 5 where there's money in it. That's where poverty comes from. It comes from the fact that people are putting their own money in. Guys that are middle class putting their own money down to secure these venues, get the setups all set up, promotion. All this stuff comes right out of people's pockets, and it's not easy to afford. Hence poverty. Poverty Game Night guys, they have a small arcade in their garage. And they try and get events going out there. They bring their setups out to tournaments and, get that all set up, no charge a lot of the time, or some very, very little sponsorship. I have much respect for these guys that, they're not exactly millionaires out here putting everything together themselves. It's very expensive. And these guys are, they're having to live a certain kind of life to make that possible. Oh, I wanted to uppercut. Oof. Yeah, passion's an entertainment, exactly. Okay, 3S, not poor AF. There's a lot of worse people out there, worse off than 3S players. But the term poverty comes from the fact that, again, that people are putting their own money down, and it's not easy to afford for people that are, in the middle class. A lot of guys might not identify as being middle class, but a lot of us are. But it's still not cheap to afford this kind of stuff. Good games, Everdred. There's some pretty wealthy 3S players out there, I'm sure. But the term poverty comes from the fact that these guys are, it's tough to... There's definitely a lot of budgeting involved when you have little to no sponsorship for your game and you're trying to keep it alive somehow. And people are dipping. They don't want no piece of kyo. Boot camp's online. Dizzy's still ducking. Marty Party. Oh, Mutant's online. Oh, shit. Good game, Pillowfort. Said, wife is feeling a little sick. I'm sorry to hear that. We've been drinking. I gotcha. Oh, you got lots of matches Xbox One. I'm never to hear that. I heard that's a pretty dead platform. It glitched when I went to friends list. I got you, Everdred. You want to come back in? It would be sick to have a lobby with you, Kyo, and Mutant.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, I didn't want that! Fuck, I wanted to sweat. Nice. Oh my god!
Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh, it's not good. Oh no. Why does that work so well? I don't understand. Why is towards fierce? I don't understand the frame data.
Go.
Only against Hugo like that. Oh, fuck. I didn't want that, but it worked. I forgot I could do that, to be honest. Oh, the whiffing is super. Sick.
You win.
Let's see, what am I missing in the chat here? Punching bag is back. Who we got in the lobby now? Oh, man. So we got Mr. Pillowfort back, we got Mutant, and we got Kyo. Good games to Everdred. Thank you for your help tonight, dude. I feel like I have a lot to think about the Remy matchup, especially.
Battle. Well, I got the picture.
We're talking about the chat here. Might as well say that was a time capsule tournament, huh? What tournament? I guess I can't catch up to you guys. I'm talking a lot in the chat, which is awesome. I respect that. I apologize if I missed anything directed at me, though.
Fighters ready. Engage.
In my limited experience with tournament, you know, organization, a lot of my friends are TOs. What I find is that promotion is so fucking important, right? Promotion is so important. And it's hard to get guys to come out. It's hard to get guys to come out. People are really lazy. And I respect that as a lazy person myself. But what's sad is that people are lazy, people are busy, and we can't have events if people don't show up. It's kind of like you have to make time, you have to get yourself motivated to come out, because if you don't, there's going to be no events in the future. Is it me, or when Hugo starts clapping, it's the scariest thing ever? Hugo's clap recovers instantly. It comes out very slow and recovers instantly. This is a little known fact. We're talking about frame data. That's why you can parry Hugo's clap and you can't get a punish. This is why my friend Monoxide referred to Hugo's clap as being plus on parry, which is inaccurate. But it can feel that way. You can't get a punish afterward, because it recovers instantly. It's like he parried your parry, essentially. Not literally instantly, but much, 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 much faster than other moves in this game. The biggest problem is that Capcom won't acknowledge our communities. I wouldn't say it's the biggest problem at all. Fuck Capcom. We don't need Capcom for anything. I think the biggest problem is that it's hard to get support from the community, because we all have limited resources, and especially in terms of, you know, not only money but also time, energy. A lot of guys that play 3S are kind of old in comparison to other players. I think the big problem is getting guys to come out. That's really all there is to it. It's hard to get guys to come out. They don't want to come out. There's too much work, or they're too busy. They don't want to make time. They don't want to, you know, ask for time off. They don't want to travel. All these things make it very hard to organize any tournament, I'm sure. Not just for Third Strike, but especially for 3S. I've kind of what I've found. Even for online tournaments, we've been running online tournaments, guys, every other week here. You can play it, you know, in your pajamas from home. People don't want to get off their couch and turn the PS4 on. They don't want to be on stream. All these reasons why people aren't supporting these events. And if people don't come out, then we can't have these kind of events, you know what I mean? Mutant and Kyo are homies 4L. Cho's online main is Hugo, and Mutant is practicing with Q. Apparently there's a money match coming up. And he has to play Q. He's not really a Q player. He's trying to learn the character, essentially, for this money match he has coming up. I imagine it's going to be streamed on Mutant Experience channel. I'm not totally sure about that, guys. Make sure you follow him, though. His name on Twitch is the same as his name on the screen here. Mutant X, the letter X. Mutant X, periods. There's no E before the X. Mutant X, periods. He is a long time supporter of the 3S community. Long-time TO. Puts a lot of his own money down for events. He's currently the lead coordinator of the Jazzy Circuit, which I think is a really cool program for keeping 3S alive in 2019. Definitely give him a follow, please, guys. He streams a podcast regarding Third Strike, talking about, you know, who's the top players, what are their strategies, what are they thinking about upcoming events. The podcast schedule is currently irregular, but it's very fun. And he streams other events as well, including events at Next Level Arcade in New York City. If you guys love 3S, please follow Mutant, please. Oh, we just lost Shakkaka again. Mutant is a Necro main, indeed. I'm going to re-invite you, unless you can join in other ways, Mr. Pillowfort. I've heard this is a bad matchup for Q. If you really love 3S, follow Exodus 3rd. Oh, Mutant, you're so nice.
Engage.
Ooh. Oh, fuck. Ooh.
Are you ready? Go.
How the tables have turned. I didn't even want that jump. Damn. Yeah, Brooklyn. Next level. Yeah, next level arcade. There was one, IFM, iFix machine, but it closed down recently. Not enough support. Guys ain't coming out. That happens. From what I understand, next level is a pretty small place. But if you guys want to keep it open, go out there. If you're in the area. And IFM was an awesome arcade. I had the pleasure of going to IFM last year. I was, hosted out there by Mutant Experience. I had the pleasure of hanging out at IFM and going to Defend the North last year. It was a beautiful place that got closed down because there just wasn't the support for it that was necessary. People talk a lot about how much they want to keep, the community alive and keep these things running, but they don't got the time or the money, right, to come out and support these things. It's not worth that much to them, and then these things get closed down. I heard about IFM late, and that's when they already closed. Yeah. That's what EXO means when he talks about promotion, or how important promotion is. The first step is making people aware of it, and the second step is getting them to come out, which is, both of those are very disparate. Never heard of it. Last arcade I was in Chinatown. I think it's still around, but I haven't been there since college, 15 years ago. Maybe talking about Chinatown Fair. Arcade NYC is nice. I hope it's still open. Chinatown Fair is basically a bootleg Chuck E. Cheese now. Oh, that's sad. The last time Mutant won. Now Kyo's on top.
Prepare to strike. Now.
One thing I find frustrating about fighting Q, this is true of Chun-Li and Yun, and any character who, if you give them time to taunt or build bar, they become much stronger, is that as soon as the round starts, you're already under their control. Right? Because you have to stop them from building some kind of bar. Wow, what a bait. Come back. Come back. Sometimes I've fought Q in the past. I have literally just let him get his taunts because I don't want to play into his game of having to, close him out to prevent that. If my opponent knows I want to do that, then they can, effectively keep me out. Right? They can play defense, and I have to kind of overcommit to kind of smother it. That's true if when you're fighting Chun as well. If you're trying to smother Chun before she gets bar, she can use that to her advantage. Same with Yun. Any character where you have to close in on them quickly, they can use that to their advantage. What character do you think I would like? I play like shit, says John. Oh, we just lost Mutant. Imagine if Sagat, Guile, or Blanca was in it. You talking about this game, John? I don't know. I highly recommend somebody like Ryu, Ken, Alex. I got you, Mutant. I'm definitely going to invite you, bro. I wish I could do that right now, but I'll get booted. I wonder if Alex can... Well, he probably can't with his roundhouse against Hugo, right? I like this Alex a lot. Nice. Backbreaker. Nice pressure from Shakkaka. Very sneaky. Hit him with the fierce. Shakkaka went for the throw escape. Kyo knew that and went for the dual weight, which is unthrowable. Team USA Sports in third strike. That would be sick. There's a counter pull. That's a punish. Sick combo. Sandy begs. Okay, maybe we invite Mutant now. So Shakkaka gets back in at will. I have to invite Mutant, though. Because Mutant doesn't know how to do it. Neither do I. I don't know how it works. There's some way you can just sneak into lobbies. I don't know how to do it. Thank you for your patience, Kyo. Boomerang red. I'll try something new here.
Go for it.
No, don't do that. Whoa! I'm surprised that worked. Okay. Got me. Best friend 3S, no M Bison. Huh? You're a ST player. What's up, Roadkill? Welcome back.
Ready? Go.
Welcome home, my friend. Ouch. Don't do that. That's a bait. It's been so long, I forgot. That's what Kill likes. Oof, I should have watched my stun bar more closely. Go pretty well tonight, Usable Fiber.
Wait.
Had a lot of good games at Everdred. Everdred's on PS4 now. Striking a balance between offense and defense is tough. Playing Ryu taught me to be more offensive, right? Because Ryu's pokes are much better than Alex's pokes. And one thing that I've enjoyed, and the reason I picked Ryu in the first place to learn as a secondary, is because the perspective has changed the way that I play Alex, which is great. It's changed it for the better. But it's not a linear improvement, right? I can't just say that I've learned to play Alex better. There are things that I used to do better as Alex that I don't do as well now, because playing Ryu has given me habits that add more perspective to the game, but the game is, four-dimensional. It's a four-dimensional game. You can't just take on new habits, and now you are a better player, in most cases.
Engage.
It's a balancing act. Like, for instance, playing Ryu has given me the confidence to explore Alex's buttons, and I've gotten a lot of reward off that. However, by playing so much more aggressively, I am getting blown up a lot more because I'm not respecting my opponent's offense the way that I used to, because Ryu doesn't need to respect his opponent's offense as much as Alex does, I feel. The way that I play Alex, anyway. With Ryu, I can really be more of a bully on the ground. Canonically, isn't this Ryu the oldest in the series? Yes. Yes, indeed. If there is a canon for Third Strike, I'm not sure if there is. I guess there is, right? There's a story mode. No, here goes. He means the oldest Ryu in the series. You goofball. Yeah. This is Ryu at his oldest. The story of 3S is the epic battle between me and Exodus, huh? That's the true canon. Canonically, he's the strongest. Oh, yo. Is that true? He has Denjin in this game. That's cool. Not sure if he has Denjin in 5. He actually kind of does, doesn't he? Isn't it V-Trigger or something Denjin related? No, Oro is. I think Kyo would have words about that. I think Kyo has said in the past he believes Karin to be the strongest. No, it's not Karin, some other character from Alpha. Old man Ryu win. White hair, beard. Maybe one day. I had the pleasure of meeting Old Man Ryu in IFM. He's super, super pleasant. Okay, guys, so what do you think is in Ryu's bag after all these years? Money. All of his winnings for all the tournaments he's won. Obviously. It's full of money. Clothes, maybe food? Money. Cheddar. Cash. Actual paper money. It's canon like food and money and spare clothes, huh? I'd hope a few pairs of underwear. I think real warriors don't need underwear. Probably use the power of Hado to hold that shit, you know, to his body, I would hope. Ken's the strongest, but Ryu has the most potential between the two. I find it funny when people are really into Street Fighter lore, because I don't really care about Street Fighter lore, but a lot of guys do, and they're really passionate about it, and that's sick to me. It's just crazy to me that there's a whole other way to appreciate this franchise that I've done zero exploration into. To me, fighting stories are whack. Without exception. But some guys know a lot about these characters. Ooh, too far! Uh-oh, it's a combo. Nope. Heroes loves the lore, huh? Fighting game stories are very whack. So John's been found since the 90s. Anybody's game right now. He'll be very conservative with his button presses. Doesn't want to get whip punished with super. Tekken, Mortal Kombat, and Virtua Fighter as well. Since the 90s. Oh, hey, it's Vencabot's turn again. Rocks, spear back, and Gucci flip-flops, huh? I like that. Let's strike a better balance time between offense and defense. Let's choose our moment to attack wisely, if possible. And let's not rely on the ground as much. Damn, he really was able to parry still. Oh, man. Okay. I'm gonna only jump.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
I'll try and disguise it, though. Okay. Ooh, sick combo. Got a lot of mileage out of that jump, though. Right, so I have another half an hour to play, guys. I'm going to only jump as my only offensive option. There is no ground for Alex anymore. At all. If there is any ground for Alex, it's to whiff. It's to whiff buttons so that I can disguise my timing for my jump. And maybe if they're looking too much for the jump, I can start to close in a little bit on the ground. Like maybe dash up. Maybe walk up and block. Then jump.
Go for it.
Maybe get a dash up grab. But only jumps. Ingrid. I'm thinking of Ingrid. That's who I believe Kyo said in the past is the strongest character in Street Fighter canon. I don't know anything about Alpha, but I think that's what Kyo said in the past. Ingrid's not canon? Oh shit.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I don't even know who Ingrid is. Nor do I super care. That's what I've heard, though. They should make a Good Boy Goki before the Dark Hado. That'd be sick. Was a good boy Goki? Wow, crouching shortens. Oh, too far. Yo, ban Alex, dude. I don't think I've ever seen kill you splash that way.
You win.
She was made just for the console version of Alpha 3. Okay. I wonder where Mutant is. Here he is. That's friendship right there. See Kyo looking out for Mutant right there? I would have put Mutant's ass in the very back of the line, dude. Kick, I'm fighting Jam, actually, but that's sure that too. Ingrid's in fighting Jam. This Hugo is kicking ass and taking names. Yeah, Kyo's Hugo is definitely to be respected. So, here's the thing, right? I jumped at Kyo over and over and over and over again, and he backbreakered me like 3 times. But I don't get so much health, I didn't give a shit. I still almost got that round. She was in Alpha 3 till PSP version, okay. So it's weird to me that Mutant is using Kyo's urine color and now Kyo's using Q.
Fighters ready. Engage.
God, I fucking love this game. If you guys don't already know, we play this game 20 hours a week, essentially. Monday through Thursday. Well, let's see here. That's more like... It's more like... What? So 3, 6, 9, and then 8 hours. So 17 hours a week. We play Third Strike here.
You win.
And we've been doing that for almost 2 years now. I've been playing 3S here consistently. Every single week, same times. And it's been a lot of fun. I never get tired of it. Well, I do get frustrated by it sometimes. I never get tired of it. Let's see how Mutant deals with this jumping. I can probably learn how to deal with jumps from watching Mutant.
Ready. Engage.
That makes sense.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, come on! It's my crouching light kick, man. What the fuck? That's not good. I deserve that. I went in too hard.
Final Engage.
Damn, got me. I'm salty. I'm quite salty. Very good game, though.
You win.
I felt very in control, and I lost. That's why I'm salty. But I do feel like things I've been trying to work on have paid off there.
Battle. Well, I got suspicion. Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
So Heroes Local has tons of Street Fighter V players, a sprinkle of ST players, and a lot of anime players.
Engage.
Yo, kids fucking love anime, dude. Kids love anime. That's gotta be the predominant fighting game genre, right? For sure, that's no question, right? 3D fighters, Street Fighter V, anime, Smash Brothers. It seems like everybody that I know in the FGC plays anime. Some of them play other games as well. So you think Street Fighter V is more popular than all the anime fighters combined? Right. Probably not. It's not a super fair comparison, right? I just mean because they have to include the other Street Fighter games too, like ST. So Heroes is probably anyway. In terms of FGC though, here goes. Like guys actually go out to events and stuff. Term numbers do reflect that, he says. You do have a point. But how do we include locals? I don't know. It just seems to me like at locals, no matter what local you hear about, it's always fucking anime. Everybody always talks about their locals got anime. Anime is always an anime local. It seems like nobody wants to go out and play Street Fighter V, right? Does anyone play Street Fighter V at locals? I guess Hugo says there are some Street Fighter V players, right? Tons of Street Fighter V players as locals. Okay. People are coming out to play Street Fighter V. Anime is more dedicated than Street Fighter players. That's kind of like my question, though, right? Like, they're more dedicated, obviously. I mean, I wouldn't say obviously, but... It just seems like whenever people talk about locals, it's always anime. Online communities, always anime. You don't see as much anime in terms of, you know, esports, and yet it seems like it's all anybody talks about is anime. Sometimes Street Fighter players just don't show up sometimes. I only say this with confoundment because I've never been into anime at all. It just seems to me like when people talk about fighting games these days, they're almost always talking about anime. What even are the anime games out? People talk about anime in a very broad sense. Are they all playing Unist?
You win.
What else are people playing? Unist, Guilty Gear. I forgot Guilty Gear. Very popular. Unist and Guilty Gear. And I don't in Dragon Ball Z if you count that.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Don't do that to my Street Fighter, says usable. Here goes, says Unist, Guilty Gear, and Cross Tag are the games right now. People are playing Cross Tag. I hear about that every now and then on Twitter. I always think it's just a fluke, like, oh, this guy doesn't know what's really going on. He's playing Cross Tag, isn't that quaint? So something about Animorphs, huh? Which people seem to forget its greatness. Animorphs, I own the Animorphs books. I went through them a couple years ago to kind of flip through them a little bit. Boy. That is definitely some elementary school level reading material. I'm sure it's great for little kids. But my god. KI will be back, I believe it. I wish Killer Instinct was back, but it died too quick. I think it lived a lot longer. I expected it to. I thought it was going to be like a cheap cash-in game from the first promotion for Killer Instinct. I thought it was going to be like a little nostalgia cash-in, but it lasted for a long-ass time. Did you guys see the Power Rangers fighter? Dude, that fucking trailer is sick. Who's gonna play that with me, guys? I don't even like that kind of game. Like the tag kind of game. But that trailer looks fucking sick. Kuso game. What's Kuso game? I wish they could do Eternal Champions remix. As a little last show. What's up, Oki1? You're our only hope. I remember playing Power Rangers on the Sega Genesis back in the day, according to Usable Fiber. I got a few Power Rangers games, but not the fighting game, I don't think. I have a couple of the beat-em-ups. It means shitty game. It's got good animation, put it that way. Looking at it, you can't tell if it's going to be any kind of interesting game or not, but you can say that the work they put into it in terms of the presentation, insofar as the animations, is really on point.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I've been waiting for it. Fighters ready. Engage.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, where's my fucking medium punch? I hit it too soon. I hit it during the recovery of my fierce, I guess.
Are you ready? Go.
You don't want to get grabbed there. Oof. Super salty. I'm super, super salty.
You win.
I just got outplayed in every aspect. That's really tough. I should have just been more conservative with my buttons, right? Basically, here's the way I envision what just happened. He walked away from me. I walked toward him. He walked away from me. I whipped a button. He got a whip punish.
Engage.
Right? He walked away from me. I walked toward him. He walked away from me. I hit a button. He walked away. Got back in. Got a whip punish. He's trying to... He used a dash punch to dissuade me from trying to chase him so he could get his taunt. War Gods 2. What's up, Neon, right? Welcome aboard, man. It's in time for the end of the stream here. We'll be playing for another 20 minutes or so. Missed a combo. I like the neutral jump there from Shakkaka. Good confirm from Mutant. Mr. Pillowfort is Shakkaka. So, Shakkaka makes a pretty good point. I don't know if Q can punish slash elbow on block. So why not just use the heavy slash elbow to close distance, right? Save some meter, don't need the EX. He can parry it on reaction, but he has to parry it on reaction, right? No combo again. If you guys didn't know, if you hit Alex's crouching heavy punch only once, depending on spacing, it'll only hit once. If you do get that, then nice anti with the jab. Then you're going to be able to get a combo with his shoulder. Oh man, that was death. Ooh. What? What the hell was that? He killed him with sweep. Why did he do that? What? Will you guys clip that? Why did he do that? So if you kill Alex, if you kill Q with a light button, he does that animation, right? Because it doesn't knock down. No light button knocks down. So if you kill an opponent with a light button, they have a different animation where they die standing. Was that Brian? This is a port of the. This is an emulation, so it's not Digitally Eclipse's fault. It's something in the game. I've never seen anyone get knocked down and then stand up and do their standing death animation. There's gotta be a reason why that happened. I just don't know. I would like to ask Kenny. Like, it only happens to the dead to a light button, but he died to a sweep, which is a heavy button.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Was it time over? That's the same animation they get when they die stand when he dies to a light button, right? Am I wrong about that? Maybe it was time over. Maybe time ran out that last second there. Right before he got killed. No, that was a glitch, says Johnny. Okay, you're right. I think that was a time over animation. As soon as I pressed a button and I got grabbed, I need to work on my spacing. Yeah, it said KO. Interesting. Hopefully when I save the clip, I can use that to show my friend Kenny. We can talk about it a little bit. That's what happens when it's time over, but it also said KO also. Yeah, well, was the time over? Was it out of time? I didn't even notice that. Is that Crim in the chat? I missed it somehow. Okay, so we see a reversal here again, where Mutant is playing Kyo's character, and Kyo is playing Q. Maybe to try and show Mutant some stuff. Again, I guess from what I understand, Mutant has a money match coming up where he's agreed to play as Q for some reason. Q is not a character that Mutant usually plays, so he's been training as Q, I guess, in preparation for this money match. They're gonna lobby with Crim. I gotcha. This Q's an underrated baller. I would like to learn Q, but I made a vow to never move down the tier list. With Kashech and Crim. Yeah, Mr. Pillowfort, we're going to be ending the stream here in about 10 minutes. I think you're quite well established in that spot by now. I wouldn't give it up for nobody if I were you. Okay. You're not going to beat Kashech's Yuri, I don't think, Salty Face. Good luck, though. If you do, I'll be super duper impressed, and I hope you share it with the share button on your console.
Engage.
Whoa, that's far. He has all three taunts now, so I have no reason to go in. I protect that grab. Damn.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Oh, are you? Where's my fucking? forgot he doesn't have his taunt anymore. Oh, fuck.
Final round.
Yeah, I think he's trying to train himself to get the taunts. Nothing wrong with that. Accent. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I got fucking lucky as hell. I deserve that. Fuck. Fuck. Walk up and fucking parry, man.
You win.
Every time I press a button, I get killed. That's why I was so scared to press buttons for a whole year. If I press a button, I get killed, man.
Battle. Well, I got the ticket. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Fighters ready. Engage.
It's okay. Don't press buttons. Don't press buttons. When in that entire match did Mutant punish me for not pressing a button? Never. It's a playstyle thing. I have to think of the game not in terms of, you know, this doesn't work in third strike. Mutant likes to walk up parry. He doesn't like to grab. I can just block against Mutant. That's why I like fighting Mutant, right? I always like fighting Mutant because he lets me be defensive. He rewards me for not pressing buttons. Against other opponents, that might not be the case, right?
Fighters ready. Engage.
That entire long-ass match we just had, Mutant never punished me for not pressing a button. But every time I pressed a button, I got punished. So just don't press buttons. Is this Mutant's playstyle? Pepper parrying during times when he expects your EX elbow. Good reads. Yeah, these are guys that I fight a lot. Even if I hadn't fought them a lot, in an offline scenario, it makes a lot of sense to parry there. It's not even really it doesn't have to be a buffer parry. Offline, guys like Kyo, wow, guys like Kyo and Mutant will block my, you know, any pressure that pushes me full screen. I'll do something that's, you know, pushes me full screen, right? At that spacing, they can react to my EX slash elbow. They have much faster reactions than me and many other players.
Final round. Go for it.
It's not a true parry buffer. Or maybe it is, right? At that spacing, it might as well be, because I can't do much else except for EX slash in, right? That could be either. You're right, X+. It's probably a little bit of both. Because I know that Kyo and Mutant will also parry my EX slash full screen at any timing. They'll do it on reaction. But in that situation, again, you might as well buffer parry, because I can't do anything else to get in. That's my only option, my only aggressive option. I do go for it a lot as well. It's a bad habit. Okay, misses super there. That conversion, though.
way.
Yeah, but it's not just the parry on my EX slash elbow, which I gotta stop doing. I gotta stop EX slashing in that situation against guys like Mutant and Kyo, who will always parry it. But also, he likes to walk up and parry. That's something that Mutant does, and Kyo also does. Because they know if you walk into my range, I want to hit a button on you. I want to say, stay out of my range, you're too close, step back. So they'll just walk in and parry. And again, I'm complaining about how, oh, you know, I press a button and I die, blah, blah, blah. But again, that entire match, he never punished me for not pressing a button. So why am I pressing buttons? If I'm fighting an opponent who's going to make me press buttons, that's fine. But Mutant is not that guy. He's quite content to let me do my thing. And I've said before that of all the guys that I fight that beat me consistently, Mutant's the guy I enjoy fighting the most. Because Mutant will never rush you down. He always gives you breathing room, and to me that kind of suits my playstyle. That being the case, it's because he wants to beat my button. He wants to beat my button with his button. He wants to do things such as feint in, feint out, counter poke, something Mutant loves to do. Feint in, feint out, counter poke to hit my whiff. He likes to walk up and parry. I need to just literally not do anything. If I don't do anything, then he can't do anything. Let's put it that way. Yeah, that long range grab. When I say that, of course, I mean that Mutant can definitely rush me down. He's a very experienced player and a very strong player. But I have to make him do that. I just cannot give him the victory on a silver platter because I'm pressing buttons into his parry. Right? If he wants to parry me and that's what he wants, I cannot give that to him. I can make him, you know, come to me and start hitting buttons and want to rush me down. But until I do that, of course he's not going to. Why would he? He's quite content to just let me hang myself.
Engage.
Like, look at what he's playing right now, right? Look at him. He doesn't press any buttons. Look at. He will press no button on the ground to, like, poke you. He's not trying to poke you. He's just trying to let you do something stupid. And I respect that. That's kind of the way that I look at the way I used to play Alex, right? That's kind of what I like about Alex's high health bar and the whole turtling playstyle. I like to let my opponent do something that I can then, you know, hit them for. Wow! Crazy spacing there. Use the EX Cold Blue as a poke. Excuse me, the EX LOV. What a dumb dash punch. GG, he says. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you got a little bit antsy, huh?
Prepare to strike. Now.
Sick. Good games, dude. Calling it a night, dude? Ooh, sick. Makes sense. I got you, Mutant. Have a good night, homeboy.
Prepare to strike. Now.
There it was right there, see? Press the button. Got blown up. Oh, sick.
You win.
There's no reason to press a button at that spacing either. That was grab spacing. I feel like Q can't dash under people's jumps like most other characters can. I'm surprised to hear you say that, Mutant. Not because I believe that you're wrong at all, but the way that I look at the game, I only recently discovered dash unders last week. And I felt like only a few can do it. So for you to say that Q can't, that makes him unusual, I find that to be very interesting. What's up, Flannel? I'll invite you, homeboy. It's the end of the stream, though. We have only about 10 more minutes left here. I've always looked at dash under as like a character-specific thing. Technically, he can, but on reaction, not sure. I always felt like a lot of dashes were just too slow or too short range to do that.
Fighters ready. Engage.
You don't think, doesn't Q have a pretty far dash? No, I guess not really, huh? How you doing, Flame? How's your night been? Experience better than no experience, yes. I agree.
You win.
As our friend Salty Face said today, being a master of one move better than being a master of no moves. Flannel's name is not Flannel Jack on here. It is, or is it? No, it's not. I don't know what it is, though. Ah, here, it's Real Maverick. Learning vswil, huh? Smaller can dash under, huh? Some characters can just walk under, like Ibuki and Chun.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
I'm probably gonna stream more Call of Duty in a little bit if you want to hang out. Thank you, here goes. I'll keep that in mind.
Strike. Now.
How did I anti-air that with that button? Is there a punish or I missed my throw attack?
Prepare to strike. Now.
I got lucky there. I pressed a button. But still in block stun.
Final round. Go.
Ooh, nice anti-air. Over that jumping early jab too, hoping he'd hit a button there. And he did, but he hit an invincible button. Okay. So right now it is 11:34, guys. That's my last fight of the night. Good games, everybody. I'm going to watch a few more matches here, and I'm going to call it a night here. It's our new Wednesday schedule throughout March, guys. Normally I stream 8 hours a day here, 5 nights a week, Monday through Friday. But throughout March, I'm doing only 3-hour-long streams for Third Strike around 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, only on Wednesdays. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays are still 8-hour streams with 3 different shows. Usually some game design, Third Strike, and then some Fear. It's our current long play on the channel. And Friday's Casual Friday, lots of variety content there. I can learn a lot from the way that Mr. Pillowfort plays. Very different from my Alex. And normally I'd keep on streaming, guys, but we're ending the stream here tonight after Third Strike. It's gonna be every Wednesday throughout March. I have business to take care of after the stream. Nice salty face.
Fighters ready. Engage.
I wonder if Pillowfort was buffering something there. So I learned last week from my friend K-Ray Jr. It's a little known fact in Third Strike. A lot of you guys might not know this because nobody's still watching. And that is that when you block in this game, you have throw invincible frames after you're done blocking. If I block an attack and then I jab, that jab is unthrowable. Did you guys know that? This is why sometimes you can stomp as Alex and you get the cross up and they block it. You'll be chest to chest. You'll go for the grab and it'll whiff on them, even though you're actually -3. Or -2, one or the other. I think you're -3. If someone blocks Alex's stomp, then Alex is -3. So he recovers after they do. But he still can't grab them. It's widely known that you can't throw someone. You cannot throw someone while they're blocking. That's widely known. If they're in block stun, you can't throw them. That makes sense. What's not widely known, I don't think, is that after they're done blocking and they're already animating their next attack, they're still unthrowable. It's not 6 frames. I know that much, X+. So me and Kenny did tests. I shouldn't say me and Kenny. Kenny did some tests while I prodded him. Kenny has an emulator. This is K-Rec Jr., Texas, Austin, Texas. He's a scientist, a 3S scientist. We did some tests frame by frame in an emulator to test this. And what we found was that it is at least 3 frames for some attacks. It might vary based on the attack. We have no clue. We didn't have time to test it that extensively. We would need hours to test it more extensively. It's exhausting work, entering data frame by frame and advancing frame by frame and testing things. More than you would think. I guess the technology's not there yet to make it more streamlined. It's a huge pain in the ass process. It's not 6 frames. It's nowhere near 6 frames. It might be 3 frames universally. It might be 3 frames based on the weight of the hit that was blocked. I don't know. It could vary. What is well known is that if you wake up off the ground, you have 6 additional frames of throw invincibility when you get up. That, of course, is well known. If you get off the ground, you're invincible for 6 more frames. That's well known against throws. But I had never heard, until me and Kenny demonstrated it, that you are throw invincible after you block. I proposed this conundrum to Kenny. I have footage of my throw whiffing on a point-blank opponent after my stomp. And Kenny mentioned, he said, well, you know, I heard once upon a time that there might be throw invincible frames after you're done blocking. I was like, well, no one told me this, Kenny. What are you talking about, man? He showed me, you know, Game Restaurant. You guys know Game Restaurant, right? It's a Japanese frame data site for Third Strike. It has all kinds of wisdom as well in Japanese. And we ran through Google Translate. And it says, getting off the ground, you have 6 frames of throw invincibility. Then it says, also, after blocking attacks, there is throw invincibility. That's all it says. So we tested it in the emulator, and sure enough, you definitely can become throw invincible after you block. How many frames? Don't know exactly. Isn't 3 frames the speed of the fastest normals in the game? Ibuki's jab. No, there are 2 frame crouching short from Chun-Li Also, I think her crouching jab is 2 frames. I think Yun has some 2-frame stuff. Yeah. Somebody wants to play? Okay. I'll play again, I guess. If Kill wants to knock down Flannel. So her crouching jab, her standing and crouching are both 2 frames, but her crouching short is only 1 frame. My last match of the night here, guys. I'm going to end the stream after this. Good games, everybody. As usual, if you guys enjoy hanging out, want to keep the channel on, check my Patreon page, patreon.com/Vencabot. Even $1 there every month's a huge help, guys. I stream for 40 hours a week, almost every week, and when the stream ends, we're going to stream all night long. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. It's about a 70-hour work week for me on the stream, and I make very, very little. I'm hoping one day I can do this in the long term, sustainably. Right now, it's not really sustainable. If you guys want to help out, Patreon's the best way to do that. Twitch subs are great too, but not as good as Patreon. Patreon.com/Vencabot. You can also follow on Twitch for free if you want to help out for free. Get in the chat, come say hi. Great way to help the channel out. It makes me a lot more fun for me as a host, 40 hours a week. You can also get in the game, come get some games with us, make the stream more fun, and save clips. Check out YouTube at youtube.com/Vencabot Archive. We have new videos going live every day on YouTube. A big part of why I take 70 hours a week to do my work is so I do YouTube stuff as well as Twitch. It's a lot, trust me.
Now.
All great ways to help the channel out for free. If you're like me, you're totally broke. You want to help out, but you can't really afford it. No hard feelings. Oh my god. That makes sense. Man, I'm so lucky right there. If you guys want to watch some Call of Duty, definitely follow my friend Here Goes Nothing.
Engage.
Got me. Ah, no charge. Oh, wait, what? Too far? I'm sorry, Flannel. I know I can be quite enchanting. Anti-airs. Oh, baloney. Ooh, the rhino horn. That's my last game, guys. Good night, guys. See you guys tomorrow with some game design action and some Third Strike, and then, of course, some Fear. Until then, have a nice night, guys. Good games, Kyo. Give it a follow, Dark Dios 666.
Dark Dios 666.
Always a pleasure, X Plus. Welcome aboard, Yun is the best. Good night, Brian. Yeah, let's split up. Glad you enjoyed it, Dark Dios. Yo, I would not let him leave if I were her. Looks like terrible. Oh my fucking god!
Oh no!
Yo, I just got 50 style.
That's really good makeup.
Who else got in chat?
Just like Thriller walks out of the door. See ya.
Oh, that's not good.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh my god. Yes? Are you kidding me?
Good game's Flannel.
Mario's got a ton more points.
Yo, thank you, Mr. Pillow, for it, man. I appreciate that. Those $5 was a long way for me. I'm a broke motherfucker. For me, that's a meal. And the meals are very much appreciated. Good night, guys. And thank you again, Mr. Pillow, for it. That's very generous. I'll see you guys tomorrow.